Flooding around the metro. Remember to turn around, don't drown. We'll still be seeing some flood. A high of 82 degrees. Winds relatively light from the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, we'll be watching for some additional areas of patchy fog. Increasing cloud cover. Can't rule out a stray thunderstorm to the south and east of Wichita. But heading into Saturday, we're heating things up. A high 92 degrees, but it may feel more like the triple digits. That's why we have that weather alert in effect from Saturday all the way through Monday. That's your forecast from Storm Team 12. I'm meteorologist Halen Woolhut.
This is 97.5 and 1240 KFH, Wichita, K248CY Wichita, KNSS HD2 Clearwater, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Hey, Wichita, it's Jacob Albrock. Stay right there for the latest breaking in sports talk. It's Sports Daily coming up next, exclusively on 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Big night in the W. Marina Mabrey tied the WNBA's all-time single-game scoring record with 53 points for the Toronto Tempo. That's awesome. What's even better is that she did it against the Los Angeles Sparks, the team that drafted her in 2019. She became the first player to ever score 40 or more points against a former team in the WNBA. Man, I love me a revenge game on that day.
Right now, the Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
The Spurs are now tied with the Thunder for the best odds. Then it's the Nuggets, the odds to win the Eastern Conference. The Celtics are still the favorite. The Knicks, then it's the Heat. And I think anybody who got drafted in the top 15 probably expects to be getting minutes this upcoming season.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Middays from 11 until 2 on 97.5 and 1240 KFH. Wichita's longest running sports station is 97.5 and 1240 KFH. Start your day with the top-rated Sports Daily. Then stay in the game with Dan Patrick and Jim Rome. Nights and weekends, it's live sports talk and the latest headlines. Stay on top of the game with 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
This Saturday, for one night only, your life will be changed forever. Saturday at the Springfield Speedway. Don Crusher Woodard, John the Scott Tremaine, and the team from the Lotsu Dirt Riding Duck Masters and the year's biggest Monster Truck Rally. One night only. Plus the amazing, the astounding, the unbelievable Truck Assault. 20 tons and 4 stories of car-crunching, fire-breathing, prehistoric insanity. Whoa! One night only. One night only at the Springfield Speedway this Saturday. If you miss this, you'd better be dead or in jail. And if you're in jail, break out. Be there.
Now, from Wichita's most listened to sports radio, 97.5 and 1240 KFH, this is Sports Daily.
So cool, Pete. Why do you mock me?
It's mocking us today. Welcome into Sports Daily, everybody, from Crestview Country Club. The applause is, well, we're not even going to pretend like there's anybody out here. We're lonely out here this morning because everything has been pushed back a couple of hours as it is wet. We know there were 5 inches at the airport, actually 5.3. I'm going to guess it was a little lower over here on the east side.
I estimated it was about 25 inches of rain between the last 2 days.
It's wet out there, and they're getting the course in playing condition. If you're watching us on our video streams, you just saw a good look there. We are set up, though, and ready to rock and roll here on Sports Daily. Jake Albrock, TJ Cleveland, Max Power back in studio producing, Zeb out here, Zeb the DJ, Zeb the wonderkin with all of our video and setup out here is with us. Tony Dusing as well. We are so glad to be with you for the next 4 hours live. We're going to navigate this thing one way or the other. Yesterday we dealt with it. Today we'll deal with it. By this afternoon, I imagine everything will be fine. It could be a little bit of a parking situation, and we tell you to wear shoes. You don't mind getting wet. Otherwise, you'll be in pretty good shape out there as we get you ready for it. We've got tournament director Dusty Buell. He'll stop by. We'll get the latest on that from he and Jeff Hoskison. Just what to expect out here today. We expect, I said yesterday, TJ, that this could be, now we have to deal with the water, obviously, but as far as just like weather, though, out here today, it might be the nicest Wichita Open day I can ever remember.
If you ignore everything going on below your ankles, it's going to be pretty nice. Yeah. As we sit here, this is developmental league golf at its finest. We're sitting here on the air at the tournament. I don't know when they're going to start. I don't know what they're going to do.
Delay. The 2 hour delay is the plan right now.
So I don't know. Guys finished yesterday. The last groups got one hole in. That's as far as they got. So everybody did tee off. So what do they do from here? Is somebody going to play 35 holes of golf today?
I think so.
Yeah. Are they going to have enough sunlight to do that?
Yeah. Because once they start today, they'll be able to. I'm sure that whoever didn't go yesterday will go first.
Yeah,
they'll
go to the hole.
Do like a split. Do a split round.
I don't know.
But
They'll have
a good 12 hours to get things in, and in a tournament where they're usually coming off the course around 6 o'clock on Thursday and Friday, you can push that now well into 9 o'clock. Yeah. So maybe they go shotgun. I don't know. We'll find out though from the folks here with Wichita Open throughout the day. Jalen Thompson's going to join to talk Royals. Josh Briscoe stopping by. We haven't talked to Josh in a while. We'll get all caught up on the Chiefs. Taylor Eldridge of the Wichita Eagle will stop by. We'll talk Shockers and World Cup. Is that what I'm told? Taylor's a soccer guy?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll talk plenty of World Cup anyway, one way or the other. It's all what's on tap for you this morning, and we're glad to have it. Brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company. Now featuring the cheeseburger and pizza dice pizza, beef, American, and Monterey Jack cheese, pickle, onion, burger seasoning, and drizzled with a tangy burger sauce. Cheeseburger in pizza dice at WBC, your summertime pizza made here. TJ, you had a long night, unique last night. You went up to KC.
I did.
Caught the Dutch.
Hung out with the Oranje. It was an experience. I think that I've already prepared myself that, people already make comments about whenever I stare at my laptop camera at 7 a.m. From my basement, how dead-eyed I look, to not alive sometimes, just a dead man walking at 7 a.m. Just fire them at me today. I don't know what planet I'm on right now. Pulled back into Wichita at like 2 a.m. last night because the storm made a drive to Kansas City almost double time, time and a half, I guess. You can say that. A lot of rain has hit the entire state of Kansas. It drilled Arrowhead last night pregame. They had no delays. They got the match off with no hindrance. So no lightning happened during the match, which was the big scare. Is this game going to go until midnight? Or are we going to have to sit around and wait? And it was over 7 minutes in, basically.
Yeah, that was you. Your stamina will be challenged like mine was Monday, getting in late like that. Except now we have 4 hours live. So, good luck. We'll be fine. We'll sleep when we die.
Nobody text me this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll sleep when we die. It'll be good. But we'll be out here having fun with you for the next 4 hours, and then you'll see us out and about. I think Zeb's got some duties out at the 19th hole, so you can say hi to Zeb. I've got duties with HTO out at the 19th hole.
We've all got duties.
Say hi. What's that?
Everybody's got duties.
Everybody's got duties. It's early in the morning. Have the coffee. Maybe that'll help. And in a lot of ways there, what we're talking about. Okay, so we've got a lot of different things today, including Team USA with a big, fat loss last night in the 98th minute. I actually stayed up for that nonsense.
You stayed up for it?
Yes.
I listened to it because I was driving home. Texting one of my friends that is a big footy man. That's probably one of the craziest soccer games that you'll see. If you're a Turkey fan, you lost your mind last night.
I know.
Can you imagine winning over the United States in the 98th minute?
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I can't quite get a grasp. This is where I struggle for sure with soccer. We know that they weren't at full strength. They didn't play their yellow card guys. That Pulisic only played a half, and he was an interesting. We'll get into this when we have more time. He was an interesting ad because when he first came in, it was like, holy smokes, there's like 5 opportunities right there, and then he kind of kept getting beat. That last goal was him. What is it called? Nutmeg. He got nutmegged on that last goal, and it's like, huh. So I'm glad he got out there. But this is where, again, I struggle, I think, with most soccer people because I'll see people like, oh, it didn't mean anything. And I'm like, they were trying to win. Yeah. Like, don't tell me that. They were trying to win, and they did not win. And that makes me angry.
I will say that my thoughts on this is that I'm glad, Pochettino, did it very American of saying, yeah, we've already secured it, but if we're going to play,
we're going to play to win.
We're going to just go do it. And so,
they did.
The final, and they did it the right way. And I don't expect them to play their full complement and everything like that and risk anything like that. But those they got 10 minutes away from the end of regular time, and the stadium, and they're kind of just booting it back and forth. And it's like, all right, well, we can take a draw. What should we? And the stadiums, come on, come on.
Yeah, it's the correct thing to do. While we're talking soccer, and you were with the Netherlands last night, Max, I sent you a clip before we go to break here. I got to get this off my chest. I keep hearing about the Netherlands, and all I think about is this clip.
I don't think I know this.
To be fair to Max, I just absolutely threw that on him. We'll have that for you next segment. It's one of my. I don't know why this clip lives in my brain rent free, but anytime anything is ever said, this happens a lot during the Olympics about the Netherlands.
Are you aware of the Dutch? Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. We got time for it. All right, Max, here we go.
All right, Gold member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What? I can't. It's just in my. I cannot get that clip out of my head. Austin Powers 2, I believe. Nice. Gold member. I love it. The Dutch showed it. Did they get the decibel thing?
I don't know. I don't think so. It was an interesting atmosphere. I'll talk about that. It was fun. But again, the story of yesterday was if you were downtown with the Dutch. That was what everybody talked about.
And my wife was talking about it too. Yeah. She's not paying attention.
Absolutely. I was telling Zeb I've been caught up in the Dutch rave music that they go crazy for. There's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to play that for me. All right, we'll come back. We've got giveaways today. We'll get you a chance to get out here and party. It's wet. We're going to get the latest. We'll get you the information as soon as we get it. But, more than 5 inches of rain out here at Crestview Country Club are creating a little bit of a problem this morning, but it'll be fine because the sun is shining already here. We'll be back with more Sports Daily.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
Canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
310-1 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW. KFH.
Longhoffer Lawn and Tree Care, celebrating 60 years in Wichita, providing expert lawn care for a healthy lawn, tree and shrub care, and bedweed control since 1966. Longhoffer Lawn and Tree Care. Dusty Buell's going to make his way over to us, I think, during this segment, as quick as he can get over here. So if you're coming out to watch the golfers very early this morning, don't. Because there's a 2-hour delay to get things started. I think once they get through that, they're squeegeeing off the greens. I believe is what they're doing right now. Then it'll be fine. Everything
says golf weather, like squeegeeing off the greens.
Everything else will be fine the rest of the day. I assume parking will be a little bit different, probably if you've got some standard parking passes or some place that you plan on parking. That may change for you a little bit, but small price to pay because the weather is just going to be perfect. I mean, it is 69 and sunny out here right now. Once it gets going today, it'll be fantastic because it'll be hot. It'll be regular Wichita Open hot Saturday and Sunday, but not today. It's going to be beautiful out there. So we'll get the latest. We'll get how do they play through this. Jeff Hoskison's coming in this hour too. We'll get a lot of golf in and a lot of updating done.
I learned last night at like 10 p.m. via 12 News' Rachel Hallam. Cooper Schultz is like in second place. He went low.
He went way low. He is, I believe, just a stroke off the lead. Yep. But he went very, very low. Andover Central, yes. Andover Central's Cooper Schultz. So we're excited about that. And he, I don't know how late they went last night, because there was another storm and another delay. And then they got back out there and kind of, I think, went till sunset, doing the best they can. But, for all intents and purposes, and I was worried last night, I'll tell you, I live, sort of in this neck of the woods, and it was raining a lot. And I popped my head out the door just to watch it a little bit last night, and you just hear the ambulance sirens, and we know things were flooding out, and we know people were getting stranded and all that stuff that comes with it. Whew. It feels like it rained as hard as it can possibly rain for like 4 hours last night.
It cracks me up looking at the PGA app to follow the leaderboard. It has the tee times from yesterday. So you have First group's going off at 6:50, 6:57, blah, 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 blah. Still going continuous, 8:51, 9:02, 9:02, 6:15 p.m. They sent the last groups off last night at 8:27, and they got one hole in. They are on the second tee box.
Look, there is zero judgment cast on anybody that's.
I know they can't do anything about it.
Nobody can. Everybody's doing the best they can, and it'll be, it'll get us there just as quick as it can. I'm trying to see more totals again. I know the airport had 5.3. It'll take a minute for us to get the totals from kind of around town, but I will bet a pretty good amount of money that this side of town got more than 5.3 inches, which is, when you see those Wichita measurements, it's the airport. So you like to be in Wichita, you pretty much can't be further from the airport than right here.
Sure.
So it is what it is. It's done now. Hopefully everybody stayed safe. I hope everybody was able to weather the storm, didn't have any damage to your homes or whatever, but we'll get through it. And again, the sun is shining. You can see it right out the window behind us if you're watching on our video stream. It is beautiful out there right now, and it'll stay that way. But we got to dry it out. Everybody, squeegee. You ever squeegee to green?
I don't think I've squeegeed anything in my life.
We have squeegees. We should.
Is it like a riding squeegee?
No,
Zeb, can we go get a shot of that? Can we get?
We've got
cam?
them. We've got them at the HTO stores. They're like they look like a piece of equipment that you're like, how is this an actual piece of equipment? It's like a stick with a piece of rubber on it.
Yeah. That's a squeegee.
Yeah, and you just like push the water with it.
I'd use that.
They're effective though. Like I'm telling, they're deceptive tools. Like this isn't going to do anything.
I thought you were saying you've got that bad boy.
Oh no, that's a long.
Is he just mowing the dew off?
That's a good question. I wonder if they can attach a squeegee to a lawnmower. I don't think the people on a video stream can see that guy. That looks like a roller. Yeah, he's got some kind of roller.
Look at this. This is peak dad radio.
That is. Look at those lines, man. That is.
Can we get him in here for an interview?
You could do.
He's busy.
He's busy. He's busy, but yeah, so they've just got the rollers on the lawnmowers. It's like attachments, and they're just pushing that water off the greens. Well, yeah, they'll be ready to rock and roll. 2 hours will be plenty of time then. Keep it fairway, boys. Keep it fairway today. That's all I gotta say. I wore my golf. There's Dusty. We'll get Dusty.
Dusty's got hundreds on today.
I was about to say. If I had waders, I was gonna wear waders, but I went golf shoes. I don't have. It's my only choice.
Yeah.
Right?
I got a pair of waterproof hiking shoes.
Yeah, I do too. I've got ski boots. I didn't think ski boots and shorts today was the look.
I've gone with the white shoes that I wore the last 2 days that are effectively not white anymore. So
that's going to be a problem.
I'm just going all in, and we'll maybe throw them away or wash them or figure that out after that.
I went golf shoes. Tournament director Dusty Buell with us. Dusty, you got the waders on. That's the ticket today.
It's the muck boots. This is the only way to go today. Socks dry is probably the number one tip out here.
Barefoot may be the tip today. Did you guys get a total out here yet?
I have not seen a total yet. I just know it is lots and lots of water.
Yeah, it was 5. It was more than 5 at the airport. I can almost guarantee it was more out here than it was at the airport. So we've got a 2-hour delay. That's the latest for people.
It's going to be more than 2 hours. We still have a bridge underwater out here. I mean, this course sheds water like I've never seen, but this is asking for a lot. We got the sun coming up. The good news is that everything's here, right?
We have people, able to get stuff in yesterday.
We're going to be able to play today. It's just we're going to ask for a little bit of patience from folks as we try to figure out when golf is actually going to start. So I would say the next update from the tour should be in the next 7 minutes, but it is going to be far more than a 2-hour delay.
So what happens when the delay is over? Because, obviously guys didn't finish rounds yesterday. What is the protocol? As we were talking about, this hasn't happened in a Wichita Open in X amount of years. It's been a long time. Where do they go? How does that affect? Is there going to be guys that play, 30 holes of golf today? How does that work?
We're going to get as much golf in as possible. So they will start where they finished yesterday, where they marked their balls. And so as soon as play resumes, they will go exactly where they were yesterday, finish round 1, and then we will turn around and play round 2.
Do we wait for those guys to finish, or do we send off groups from one behind them for their round two? What is the protocol on that?
Yeah, so we're going to get everybody out on the course, start that round, and then we will, as soon as possible, start that next round.
Okay. They mark their ball. Well, how do they mark their ball?
A lot of times it's with a tee.
I was going to say.
Well, that's not going to still be there from last night.
Oh, a tee hangs down.
Oh man, that's wild. Like, trust me, guys. I'll be curious. I want to hear that story when they get out there. Is my tee still there? It rained a ton, Dusty. Once we get out here, though, it's going to be beautiful today.
It's a great day for golf. I mean, the course is going to be nice. The greens are going to be wet and probably soft, and it's favorable conditions. Other than we just need to get the water off the course.
So what about for the fan stuff? I assume everything will be fine once they start playing golf too, right? Just wipe down the seats. Is anything in jeopardy as far as the festivities from the rain last night?
We're going to open it up. It will be a delayed opening. So right now, the plan will be that spectators can be in venues open at 2 p.m. today.
Okay.
And they will be open from 2 to 7. We're going to extend the hours of opening. So 2 to 7 today for spectators. And, that is subject to change. I will say this, do not wear your white shoes or your heels or anything else that could be dangerous to walk in mud. It's something that you don't mind getting a little bit dirty. And the other thing is that it is likely going to be a lot of walking today because we're not going to have the availability for shuttles. Everything's on a cart path. There is no vehicles, no golf carts, anything on grass. Parking at Crestview is open to players and caddies only at this point. Volunteers, spectators will have offsite parking. We will be running shuttles from our offsite parking, and we're trying to get a plan in place right now to open up another parking lot so we're a little closer.
Okay. What is, you mentioned the bridge. What are the spots of, not concern, but where's the water at out there? What are you guys really working on?
Yeah, it's hole 7 and hole 12 right now. It was re-engineered and the bridge is new, and if it was last year, we wouldn't have a bridge. It would be washed out. So Crestview putting in these capital improvements to make sure the safety of their members, our players, and everybody is really going to save the day here, because we would not even be looking at playing if we were in the same facilities as last year.
It's unbelievable that this keeps happening. Well, how do you just power through that? Because last year was an absolute nightmare, and then all of a sudden it was okay. This year, maybe not quite as bad, but it's not easy, and it's a pain in the butt. But it'll be okay. You just get there. I mean, how much are people just kind of cool with it when it comes to a golf tournament?
I think everybody wants everything to go as smooth as possible, just like we do. But they know that we have their best interests at heart. At least I hope they know. And we will do everything that we can to make sure it's as normal as possible. We have been shown a lot of grace and a lot of patience by our sponsors, our volunteers, our spectators. And I couldn't be more thankful, because I know a lot of markets and a lot of locations probably don't have that. But we're Wichita, Kansas, and we're built just a little bit different than everybody else.
We had kind of a day of golf yesterday. I don't know what the official number was of guys that finished their round. What did we see from the golfers yesterday? What was the first of the PGA Americas?
These guys are so thrilled to be here. Luckily and unluckily, we had a record number of course evacuations yesterday. We had 3 different evacuations. And so I got to talk with a lot of golfers as I was bringing them in, and they said they have not played a course like this on this tour.
Really?
And they are just so thrilled to be able to be out here and to play this.
Dusty, it was good scores. We didn't know. I mean, they're pacing for 28 under. I don't know if that'll hold true this weekend. It was. Listen, I don't think if we played the Corn Ferry Tour here yesterday in the exact same conditions, the scores would have been much better.
I mean, can you imagine going out and playing a hole or 2 or 3 holes, coming out 3-hour delay, trying to get yourself back in your routine and going back out and playing. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw it, but that -7 up there from the local kid is looking pretty.
Yeah, we've got our eye on
pretty
Cooper
awesome.
That's right. That's right. I was last night leaving Kansas City. Didn't get to see really any of the scores, and we did a story on Cooper Schultz, and I was like, we were going to do a story anyways about there's a local in the field. It's like, oh, the local in the field is also at the top of the leaderboard. Fan turnout yesterday. What did you? As we were saying on the air, I mean, it was 7 a.m. and there was fans out here until everything went awry. There was pretty good support early in the morning. It felt like there was going to be a pretty good walking crowd as compared to usual.
Yeah, there was a ton of people out here just walking the course and watching golf. But so we had folks coming out here and go into a 3-hour delay, and the people that actually came back, the grandstands were relatively full, especially on our sponsor side, and people just weathered the storm, and they were here and they were having fun, and it was nice to see. You know, I can guarantee you that does not happen on PGA Tour Americas.
Yeah, I talked to some of those people, like they were coming. I was just like, all right, Tom, can we come in? I can't imagine. Yeah, you mentioned the delay. Like we were here during the first delay, and everybody's just hanging out. And you know, I think it was my wife. She was like, well, do they all just like go back to their hotel or whatever? I'm like, a lot of them don't have a hotel to go back to. Like this tour for these golfers, it's like, you know, you hear the stories. Like these guys are traveling. I know there's a lot of sponsor families out here for them. They're nowhere to go. Like you really are just sitting around at that point for a while, and they're just. I mean, I can't. What a lifestyle that must be. Come out, fire 7 under. Travel back to wherever the next stop is in South America.
To sleep in.
Yeah, find a sandwich. It's just crazy.
But that's the thing. These guys can't leave because the updates are coming in every 30 minutes or every hour, so they're just waiting, just like the rest of us. But they have a lot on the line, so you know you're waiting to do your job that you know could get you into next week, or could get you up. Moved up to a Korn Ferry Tour, depending on what you do here in your point status. So, I mean, every shot is that important, and all that grinding, all the tee work and the chipping and everything that they do for hours on end culminates here. And so when you have these delays and everything else, it's not ideal. And I know it's their job, but you do feel for these guys because they're not up there. They're not making the millions of dollars, and this is their grind. This is their job. This is what they do. So that's why it's important for us to be out here and welcome them, show them what hospitality is all about, making sure that we understand that there's a story behind this golfer. And that's why I appreciate those people that come out, stick with us, really show them what Kansas is all about. And, you know, obviously you never have a second chance to make a first impression. And that's, I think, what Wichita, Kansas is doing to the PGA Tour Americas.
Yeah. Going back to yesterday, you talked about the delays. You know, I don't know what the exact timeline was of everything. I know there was the major delay in the first one, then there was the shorter delay the second time. When did you guys take guys off the golf course last night? I assume was it weather or was it sunlight?
So we were under the evacuation protocol that it was going to be sunlight, which if you guys don't know, when they blow the horn because of sunlight, a player has the option and ability to finish the hole that they're on. And so that is the protocol that we were on whenever we got the call. However, that 15 minutes before it was supposed to happen, we get another buzzer, and the horn went off, and all of a sudden it wasn't a daylight deal, it was a lightning thing. And it was a seriously safety issue. So my team, the Crestview team, the people that just jump in a cart and go pick up somebody, it was amazing. It was amazing to see how fast you can get so many people off of this golf course. And if you haven't been out to Crestview, it is not a contained place.
There's some heights to get back to the clubhouse.
Expansive real estate out here. And so getting them off in a timely manner was super important to us. And I think that everybody did such a good job, and I know the players are grateful for getting out of harm's way quickly.
Yeah, well done to the entire staff out here. Dusty, you guys hang in there. We all will. We'll be doing our variety of things that we're doing out here, and we'll just do the best we can and deal with it. For the fans, 2 o'clock as of now. Just be ready for it. Just be ready to party when you can get out there because the weather is going to be great. But
what happens? What are you guys doing right now? Because you said there's a delay that you don't know how long of a delay. Are you just kind of waiting? I guess you said the update coming from PGA. Is that what sets it and says, all right, we'll start then?
Yep, we just continue to wait. It's a hurry up and wait game. We have things to do. We'll have the court ready. We'll have the water and everything ready for the players whenever they get out there. But we're waiting just like everybody else.
Yep.
The plan, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Food will be available from 2 to 5. Get out here and let's show them what this is all about.
We'll be here. We'll be ready for it. Dusty Fuel Tournament Director. We'll talk to Jeff Hoskis and get a little more on the golf that happened yesterday. We're starting on Sports Daily.
Perfect.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message, so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
31001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospitalized from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Sports Daily is on KFH.
Latest in from Storm Team 12, that total now up over 6 inches of rain. And I'm telling you, over on this side of town, I think it was more. But just watching radar last night, it was just nonstop, that red in a line over the top of us. So I think, what did we have? We just ran the numbers. We're going to be pushing, I think the record for June is 14 inches. We're not going to be pushing that record, but last year was, I believe, the 3rd wettest June we've ever had. And I'll be curious to see now with this total if that doesn't push it over the top. But goodness gracious, that's a lot of water. But the staff out here at Crestview, Wichita Open, they're getting everything they can done. If you've got the video stream behind us, you would never know. It looks beautiful out there. The sun is shining. They're squeegeeing off the greens. The challenge now, as we bring in media director Jeff Hoskison here for the tournament, will be first and foremost, and Dusty alluded to this, Jeff, can guys get to the holes they've got to play? That's the big challenge now.
That will be. It's wet out there. There's a lot of water, and we'll just see. They're in a waiting pattern to let the water go down.
I mean, it's fine once it goes down. We saw huge scores yesterday. Huge scores.
Unbelievable how well they played yesterday.
And I bet every one of these guys probably had a little bit of stop and start, right? I don't think there was anybody that didn't have to stop.
Yes, everybody in the morning group had at least a 5-hour delay or pretty close to that.
Yep.
And then they had a second delay of about an hour. The crazy thing is in talking with a number of the players, not one of them seemed to be bothered by it. Cooper Schultz, for example, said he ate lunch and then went home and hung out at home, seeing as it's across the street.
True. Well, I mean, that's handy for him. But what are they going to say? Like, this is the PGA Tour Americas. Most of these guys are just getting started.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care. That's like, you put me anywhere and I'll go play.
Yeah.
You still got to have that mentality.
A lot of those guys is just, hey, that's what it is. Most of them, have played college golf in the last few years. And in the college golf season, that happens all the time.
You're playing in March and it's snowing sometimes.
Yeah. So they're somewhat used to that. And one of the things that we have to remember is these are professional athletes. And that's part of the game.
It's part of their game. I can't imagine that if we were on the tour right now that the golfers would be particularly pleased. But again, like, it's Mother Nature. Like, what are we going to do here? So I think the golfers, they're going to have, by Sunday when they see what this place is capable of as far as the atmosphere, they're not going to even remember.
No,
they'll be like, that was so much fun.
Most of them are kind of excited already when they see the setup at 17 to experience what it's going to really be like when we get some fans.
Which I think will be pretty crazy and packed today, later in the day. I mean, it's a Friday night, you heard, just for people that are maybe just getting in their car and tuning in. So for fans, don't plan on being here before 2 o'clock. So the plan will be 2 to 7 tonight. They're going to extend the hours of things. So 2 to 7 o'clock. But, you know, wear shoes. You don't care if they get wet or muddy. And I think everything else, you're going to have to stay on the cart path. But that you can come party. You can come do all the things you have to do just a little bit later than maybe you planned. But, you know, 2 o'clock on a Friday is probably most people's plan anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of the rounds yesterday, we talked a lot about leading into the day, leading into the week about what is the difference between PGA Americas and the Korn Ferry Tour. After one day, you had these scores on the Korn Ferry Tour, you'd be enamored probably.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, there is no difference. You know, now granted, the course played very favorable for the players.
No
the greens were soft. Balls were landing, and you know, it was just a great day.
Yeah,
it's a great day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day for golf. When they go, it's going to be a great day for golf. Now, we were talking to Dusty about I know everybody's waiting on the PGA Tour. 2 hours seemed ambitious to Dusty. So whenever we do go, though, I mean, these guys can play how fast if they need to. Like, how fast can a player of this caliber on this tour finish a round of golf?
It's still going to take them about 4 hours, because one of the things that the average fan doesn't understand, they're playing and they're in a cart.
Yeah.
And so you can speed things up
Right.
and get 2.5, 3 hours for 18 holes. These guys are walking.
So on a normal Friday, what would the last group be teeing off at?
Like 2?
Yeah, 2:30.
So if you've got 4 hours, we could conceivably be teeing off at 5 and finish around with the sunlight we have now.
As late as it gets dark, and with today being such a good day, supposed to be, it could be light until 9, almost 9:30.
So the part of this that's going to be so wild to me. So it sounds like they posted on the PGA thing. Round 1 resumption has been to 2 p.m. Central Time. They will give a revised round 2 starting time tonight.
Oh no! Have you heard that, Jeff?
I haven't seen my stuff yet.
So that's on the PGA app.
The
So
PGA app said we're not resuming round 1 until 2
round
o'clock.
1 resumption has been delayed until 2 p.m.
Okay. So well, that's going to change everything. And they're not finishing today.
So in that case, you know, speaking in general terms here, what happens at that point? Because we're not going to get. I mean, there's guys that have
they won't finish today.
35 holes to play, right? They played 1 hole yesterday. What's the protocol? I mean, I'm asking on the PGA Tour as well. I don't even know off the top of my head. What happens? Do you change the cut to 27 holes instead of 36? Or what do you do?
We had that discussion a little bit yesterday, and the idea is to get everything played. It would mean that we play as much as we can today. We come in tomorrow, and even though today's supposed to be a cut day, cut will not happen until after today's technically afternoon.
After 36 holes, I guess.
Afternoon
whenever
group
that happens
gets to play, which the afternoon group today probably plays tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And so they play tomorrow morning, they get their 18 holes in, they make the cut, and then probably play front and back with
instead of just
front, going from the front, to try and get everything done so that all we have is 18 holes of play on Sunday.
Well, they're more golfer fan. If you miss some golf today, fans, you'll get more tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the plan, as if Mother Nature appeals to it today, tomorrow, and Sunday, is there will be a champion named on Sunday, one way or another, is what the goal is.
That's the goal.
Nobody wants to play on Monday.
That wouldn't be in much threat now, would it? Because now we know, like, we're clear for the weekend.
Yeah, I think it's very doable.
Because now whatever they plan on, they can, you can attack the plan and not have the wrench of 7 inches of rain. Like, okay, this is a good plan until it rains 7 inches.
How long have you been doing the Open, Jeff? When did you start?
This is year 5 or 6.
Okay, so you haven't seen any of this before, any delays to say?
Not like this.
I was asking people. It sounds like I think they said 2006 because I said, I've had hey, there's a lot of rain last night. We're going to wait 2 hours and we'll start then. I haven't had let's start and then we'll stop and then we'll figure out where the cut's going to be on Saturday and we'll figure this out. It sounds like it's been, like 20 years since that's happened at the Wichita Open.
Yeah, we've had. I've been covering it now for 12, and we've had weather issues a lot. That's not uncommon. We make the joke it's going to rain at the Wichita Open for sure, and Riverfest and Memorial Day. But this is probably the most danger to the golf part we've had. Yeah. Usually it's just what are the facilities going to change, but to the golf itself, this will probably be the most disruptive, I think, in the 12 years I've done it.
Yeah, I would maybe in the history of the tournament.
There was a year, I think. Do you remember this, Jeff? I think we've crowned a champion on a Monday morning before. We're gonna have to go back.
It's been a long time ago. We need to get Jay on speed dial. Jay would have been there.
Jay would know the answer to that.
We'll find that answer. I feel because I think we were covering it. We had to come out here. It was close, and maybe there was bad weather on a Sunday, and so it just totally messed everything up. We'll look into that. But
crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna give you a chance. What did you say yesterday? 16 under. We'll give you a chance to alter your number for the winner.
I still think it's going to be in that.
Really? You think it's going to get harder this weekend? Is that what's going to happen?
I think so.
It will part Sunday, but it's not going to today.
But part of it, as you get to that cut, don't care how good you are, as young as a lot of these guys are on the tour. When you start realizing, oh, okay, this is money time.
Yeah.
That adds a little more difficulty to the tournament. Yes, it could conceivably be a very, very low score. But the tournament itself, 16, 17, 18 is an average winning score in the history of the Open.
We say this. Last year, Dumont Deschamps shot a 59 the first day, and we're like, oh, the winner's going to have 30. Look at this. They're going to go sub 60 every day.
And he didn't even win.
Yeah. I always go too big on my predictions. That's the other part, is somebody has to do it for 4 rounds.
That's right.
Yes.
Jeff, give us some specifics. Who blew you away in the limited amount of golf that we saw yesterday?
Cooper Schultz.
That's it, right?
Josh Anderson had a heck of a round too.
Yeah.
He had an 8 under 62, which 62 on this course, I don't care who you are, that's a good opening round. And he had 8 birdies, an eagle, and 2 bogeys.
It's only about 30 strokes better than Mike rounds out.
Yeah. But Cooper, though, was the round of the day.
That's the thing. So I was telling Dusty is, we scheduled down on the TV side. We're going to do a story about Cooper anyways. It's his opening round, playing back. And so I see that story last night. And I was like, holy cow. This isn't a feel-good story anymore. He might win the whole thing.
At least on Friday, you don't have to worry about what you're doing out here anymore.
Yeah.
From our perspective on the media, it's like, oh, well, we're just watching Cooper. It's like when Sam was out here.
So that's why this is such a cool story for people that don't know the context. For one, he's from Andover Central. For two, he played 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And it didn't. He Monday qualified. It did not go as well that time. Crestview showed its teeth a little bit to him and stuff like that. I don't think he made the cut. So to see this, I think he talked about yesterday, as I saw, is that like, this is fun. He's like, I'm not stressed at all. I'm just playing golf.
Yeah, he's, to put it in perspective, 2 years ago when he played, he shot 75 in the opening round.
Mm-hmm. Hey. I'd be so excited to shoot 75 in my life.
And, yesterday, an unbelievable round.
Yep.
And he said that he had a lot of fun. He was a little frustrated at times because there were 2 holes that he had lip outs.
Yeah, I saw the one on 17
particularly.
Did you see the video of it?
No, that sucks. God, it makes you so mad.
And he's upbeat about it, but man, he knows he could have been 1 stroke greater. He could have been tied for the lead.
That's awesome.
And really, I think he feels like he could be in the lead because he told me he had 2 holes that same thing happened.
And you can now, I'm watching this on 12. God, so bad. And you can now, you feel like you don't have to fire 600 to be in this thing, right? Like go 3 under a couple of days. That'll be good. Jeff, that's our outro music there. Man, we really appreciate it. Hang in there. And look, we're all just going to hang in there.
That's all we can do.
The golf's not starting.
This makes your job fun. You're making history. This is your first year as the media director, and you're dealing with historic times.
If the PGA Tour is wrong about that 2:00 start, let us know.
We will.
We'll correct it. But as of now, 2:00, and I don't think that impacts when fans are coming out. I don't think it should. So that's still the plan. So everything out here now, 2:00, everybody out there. We'll come back. We'll get you caught up on the rest of the day in sports. We'll be back with more Sports Daily right after this.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message, so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now. 83101 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospitalized from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Yeah? Tell me about it, girl.
All you have to do is get in touch with it. Stop thinking, let things happen, be the ball.
That can only mean one thing.
Now, from Wichita's most listened to sports radio, 97.5 and 1240 KFH, this is Sports Daily.
Woohoo! That's right. That's the attitude to have today. The sun's shining. We're here. And weather's being a turd, but we've made it. Now it's just got to get it dried out, and we'll be ready to roll here from Crestview Country Club. We are out here either way, live with you now the next 3 hours on Sports Daily. Jacob Albrock, TJ Cleveland, Max Power, Zeb, the DJ, Tony, all here getting you ready for a later afternoon, maybe the anticipated, but the golf looks like, according to the PGA Tour, that it'll start at 2 o'clock. We know the festivities as of now, and again, this all has a big old asterisk next to it, of 2 o'clock for the fan festivities. Parking's going to be a little different. Wear shoes. You don't care if they get wet. The weather's going to be beautiful. They're out squeegeeing off the greens right now. We saw a little bit about that through the window behind us if you're watching our video screen, which is a pretty impressive feat. And now it is, as we just learned from the staff of the Open here, how do you get access to some of these holes for the golfers? They got to get water off the bridges, the water holes. Obviously, those water levels have come up. We know the water totals in some areas of Wichita are more than 6 inches. I will again say I'll bet $1 that it was at least 7 out here. But we'll wait for those parts of town official measurements. Can you believe I don't have a rain gauge? Am I a real red-blooded American male?
Wow. Bet you don't mow your lawn either.
Oh, I mow my lawn, baby. And it is immaculate. It's not immaculate in every place, though. We're a drainage yard. All that grass seed we've talked about and bored people with, TJ. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're surviving yesterday with that. Even it's had now 4 months to grow. I think it may be in some jeopardy. But good luck out there, everybody. We know that we're joking now. We know that it is not a joke, probably for a lot of people out there. So if you did take damage, if you did have any flooding, we're thinking about you. We hate that. But, if you're looking for an escape, come out to the Wichita Open later today. Everything we're going to talk to you about, we've got Jalen Thompson in, we've got Josh Briscoe in, we've got Taylor Eldridge in over the next 3 hours. It's all what's on tap, brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company. Your summer spot, pizza and apps, the whole group will love. Seasonal beers, a full cocktail menu for the adults, and new dirty sodas and homemade root beer that keep the kids happy. WB, see you this summer at Wichita Brewing Company. TJ, can you imagine the willpower it must take to be one of these golfers? And to have the delays that they had yesterday, and you come in and you sit here and to not have a beer before you go back out.
Didn't know we were going with that.
You just don't know what, you're just like, what are we doing? You're sitting in a bar over there.
Was it Justin Thomas that was
watching
talking about
everybody have fun. You think you're round stuff. That kind of willpower. Yeah, I think it was Justin Thomas.
I think so. He had the soundbite about that. Whenever you might be in a playoff, don't go start drinking beers. He's like, yeah, well, I'm 6 strokes off the lead. Let's just get to the bar with my friend. And somebody calls you, hey, you're 2 strokes off right now.
All right,
you should probably come back.
All right, it's kind of like golf. For Joe Lunchbox, it's sometimes it's good to have a beer too to take the edge off. I don't think these guys operate that way. That'd be tough. I was sitting. We just don't relate in any way to a pro golfer. It would be tough. But they're getting it. They're getting it done, and we're going to be just fine out here at Wichita Country Club. We have plenty to talk about today. We mentioned it. We also have headlines I missed. Let's do it.
All right, Sports Daily fans, let's take you to the sports headlines Jacob probably didn't see.
Okay, let's dig into this. I don't have a ton, there's a lot of headlines that I didn't see yesterday either from my mega day. By the way, Jacob, we were talking about this. Am I the first person in the history of the media world to cover a PGA Tour Americas event and a World Cup match in the same day?
Yeah, I think it.
Our friend Mason Voth brought up the point that we should probably make some calls to Brazil reporters in 2014. But was the Tour Americas even a thing in 2014? I don't even know if it was. It probably wasn't.
The Rio Times Picayune maybe had somebody out there covering both. I have no idea when this tour started. I had never heard of this tour before.
The PGA Tour Americas established in 2023. So
Yeah,
I've got a good case. That might be my record.
Before a release and announcing that we are getting that tournament here, I'd never heard of the tournament.
I should take a picture like a jersey swap, holding up my dress shirt and my tie from last night.
With your golf shirt.
First player, first reporter and ever to cover PGA Tour Americas and the World Cup in the same day. Anyways, missed a lot of headlines. That's the point that I'm making there. But I got a couple. Let's start with yesterday. So we talked about the Dutch. The Dutch were taking over downtown Kansas City. The number that was floated around was 22,000 made the walk from Power and Light to Union Station for the Fan Fest down there. They did the march, which includes the big orange buses with the rave music that we were represencing, a little bit of left-right jumping around.
Zeb and TJ let me hear it in the
What's it actually called, Zeb?
It was fantastic.
It
had a good name.
Links Rex, which means left-right.
Links. Okay.
Links Rex.
All right. A real banger.
All right, Gold Member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
The Dutch.
We will have that clip for if the Netherlands makes a run, you will hear that clip as often as it is in my head.
So last night, so let me finish this headline. Last night, people made the jokes of all the videos of them at Power and Light and going crazy, and it was like we were on the air still. It was like 10 a.m. and the match was until 6, and they were going nuts at Power and Light already that morning, having a rave and everything else. Somebody brought up the fact that this is making the Big 12 tournament look like it's the Big 10 tournament. Jayhawk Edits on social media said Iowa State fans can rest now. A new visiting fan base has topped them. So who would win in a battle of Power and Light off? Would it be
It's not playing.
the Netherlands?
Are
we playing it? Is this what we're doing?
No, I don't know. Sorry.
The Netherlands or who?
Or Iowa State?
In a beer drinking contest?
In just a taking over downtown Kansas City contest.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, it's not fair because there's not going to be 22,000 Iowa State fans.
That's right.
But if you gave them the same amount for each.
Now listen. I'm not taking
Iowa
that
State's
crown.
thing?
I'm not taking that thing away from Iowa State. I challenge anybody to go out and try to party with the Iowa State fans during the Big 12 tournament. I mean, it's an impossible task. They are true fish, and they do a great job. And I will tell you, did we say this on the air, or were we saying this during the break? There were a lot of quote unquote Netherlands fans out there that were just totally American.
So that was so we can dig into that. So this is perfect for what I'm about to. My nenext headline. I'll segue us into this. I got to go to the Argentina-Algeria match last week on Tuesday, which was the Messi hat trick game, which was insane. We had talked about that for like an hour and a half yesterday, coincidentally. That atmosphere was awesome, and it was so much fun. And last night was fun too. Don't get me wrong here. This is not sour grapes or anything like that. It was so much cooler for Argentina because talking to fans that were there as well, I bet 80% of the stadium was either from Argentina or their parents were born in Argentina or they were Argentinian living in America now. Some shape or form about that. I think that last night there was a lot of, yeah, I'll root for the Dutch.
Yeah, I had an orange shirt in the club.
You know, and they, to their point, there's probably a lot of Americans that just are World Cup fans.
That's fine.
That are like, yeah, I'll root for the Dutch. They're awesome.
We have a great family friend back home from the Netherlands. She is an awesome lady, and she loves being an American.
Yep.
She's gone through the whole process, and I think there's probably a little bit of that in there too.
So, anyways, that again, it was awesome still, but just different because there's a lot of people that were just like, I'm coming because it's the World Cup, and the Netherlands are awesome. So
and you pick a team, and when we said that going in, right? It's like if it would be so much fun to just be in Kansas City, and I'm so glad that held true, and just pick a team to hang out with.
Yeah,
now,
right.
I didn't realize at the time how much teams were bouncing around.
Yes.
I kind of thought like once you were camped there, like that's just where you played through this part. But that's been it.
So they've been this was their only game in Kansas City. They are playing their bracket play in Mexico against Morocco, by the way, which is going to be an awesome match in the first round of knockouts. So they talked about that after the game a lot. So in the press conference last night, Ronald Koeman, he's the manager of the Netherlands, gave this soundbite. Sam McDowell from the Star asked this question. It was the best thing in the press conference is, what was your time like in Kansas City? Because they trained you too. So he talked about, he's like, we really liked Kansas City. The players are walking around downtown. They really like Kansas City. And in playing in the stadium, you walk in and you see all these orange jerseys. And to be honest, I think there's a lot of orange shirts and perhaps people that don't know that much about Dutch football.
That's right.
But they're good sports about it. So thank you to Kansas for that.
Thanks to Kansas.
He said that.
Yes.
That's making its waves on social media right now.
So. Here's a point of contention. I have pointed out now in a text thread 2 or 3 different times how much this guy looks like Brad Underwood, and nobody will acknowledge.
Yeah, I didn't agree with you, and then I saw a picture of him on the sidelines with his hands in the air, complaining about a call. I'm like, oh, that could be his brother.
Same haircut. Like, come on now. Like that is, I'm not wrong about that. These two guys look the same. Yeah. And they seem like they have the same temperament as well.
I believe that. So, anyways, good match last night. It was a lot of fun. It was 2-0, 7 minutes in. It was 1-0 before I even got inside the stadium because of the own goal, like in the 3rd minute. I saw the second goal in the 7th minute, which was really cool. And so just a lot of fun last night in Kansas City. Again, it was a packed house through the rain. It rained for, 75 of the 90 minutes.
They weren't delayed at all, though.
No, they just played through. It never lightning, but it did shower, like Ross said, all night long. And fans stuck it out. I talked to a bunch of them. They said, heck yeah, we're sticking it out. We sat in the rain all day long. We're not going to leave now.
Heck yeah. We'll bleed some more headlines into some other segments. When we come back, Jalen Thompson. We've been putting it off as long as we could. The Royals, I guess, avoid being no hit yesterday. I will talk to Jalen about all these injuries. There's a lot to get just sort of caught up on transactionally with the Kansas City Royals. We'll do that and get some thoughts on the trade deadline as well. It's next on Sports Daily.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
Canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
83101 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospitalized from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Is Sports Daily on KFA.
No. All right, welcome back in, everybody, to Sports Daily. We will get Jalen Thompson in at some point here. I'll shoot him a text. We don't see him yet. TJ, the Royals just got smashed yesterday. It's right when we have nice things to say about them.
What even happened?
They almost got no hit.
I was driving
no
the
hit
entire
until
time.
Carter Jensen hit a 2-run bomb.
I saw. Oh, you did. Okay. So is hitting streak still alive?
Hitting streak is alive.
Good.
Broke up the no hitter. Like, there were a lot of good things about that home.
That broke up the no hitter.
That broke up the no hitter.
Wow.
So all that a combined pitching performance for the Rays had given, I believe, was a walk to Marte early in the game, a walk to Marte in the ninth, and then Jensen hit the home run.
I saw a tweet from Jalen while I was driving, or whenever I stopped driving. that said Starling Marte is the first base runner of the day for the Royals via walk. And I'm like, that's never good.
Never good.
Whatever we're tweeting
and that
about
was
a
late
walk.
in the game too. So it was not good, not a good day. But they split the series with the Rays on the road. So again, like it's pretty hard to be mad about that in general. And they did it without Bobby Witt Jr., who should be, I believe, back today was the plan. That's what Matt Quatraro said after the game on Wednesday. The plan, I believe, is to get Bobby back today. So look, this is going to be the story unless they get really, really hot. This is going to be kind of what we do.
The streakiness that I was talking about. Yeah, it's going to be. They've been the streakiest team in baseball for 3 years now. I mean, at this point, I think that's all you could really categorize them as is, and I've wrestled with that a little bit, is that they're not a good baseball team and they're not a bad baseball team. They're just a little bit of both, and it depends on what day of the week it's going to be. Because they don't – it's not so much as that they have flaws and they overcome their flaws and they play good, or they play well and then they play down the teams and stuff like that, because every day it's something different. And this year has been the perfect example of that, is what I've said, is that nothing's changed. It's the same 9 guys. They roll up the lineup a little bit differently. They play tags a little bit more. But other than that, they're injured 9 guys, I guess. But it's still the same team. They still roll the ball out there, and sometimes it goes their way, sometimes it doesn't. And that's to the fault of the Royals forever. And it's going to help them sometimes. It's going to hurt them sometimes. This year it's hurting them so far. What can you do about that is an interesting question, because maybe that's just the recipe that small market teams have to live in, is that they can't, unless you're the Rays, I guess. The Rays did it a couple of years ago whenever they were just awesome. But it's just maybe a recipe that you have to deal with.
Yeah. Okay. So Jalen TJ is coming in now in the next segment. I was a segment off on this. So apologies there. So we'll get back to the Royals with Jalen. We'll table that for just a second here and get that coming up in about 15, 20 minutes from now. Looking forward to Jalen hopping in. Let's switch then while we have the opportunity here for the first time really to talk about Team USA in the World Cup. I watched the whole thing. It's hard for me because it is a foreign language a little bit for me, and I think a lot of soccer fans who are like me just pretty much only interested in the World Cup and Team USA when it comes around. So like I'm watching it, and you can tell because I'm not recognizing some of the faces. I'm like, okay, so they're clearly not going full strength tonight. Like they're not running out there the group.
I was working and driving, so I didn't see everything. But to my knowledge, it sounded like, because Pulisic came in at halftime.
Correct. And a little after halftime.
And played the final 45 minutes or so. It sounds like because Balogun probably didn't play because he's on a yellow.
The tall defender, I can't think of his name. He's got a little longer hair. He wasn't in there. I think he has a yellow. And again, this is, I say it that way not to try to be funny. Like that's how I think a lot of people are consuming Team USA. Like we know Pulisic, we know Balogun now. We probably know McKinney.
Yeah. Tyler Adams.
Maybe Ream. Adams is the tall guy I'm talking about, but I described him that way because that's how my kids and I describe him. So we had maybe, half of that, and they were making a lot of substitutions.
Yeah.
And Turkey, who was expected to be coming into this thing, the second best team in the group, who had no chance, nothing to play for.
Really hard, yeah. It was interesting because it's a friendly in the World Cup, and so the rule change of changing tiebreakers to head-to-head for the things makes sense because you go by head-to-head, which every sport does ever.
Should do that.
So I like that, but it's going to have this as a result of where you're going to have games that don't mean anything, where there was already a team eliminated, a team that already secured first place. I was trying to liken it to something, and it's basically like whenever it's the Chiefs versus the Raiders in Week 17.
I know, but the problem with that is like how many guys are on a roster? Like you're not talking about playing third string guys and not playing conservatively. Like if you're playing soccer and the threat of a loss is no threat at all, then you're playing to win.
Yeah. I agree. I'm with you, and they were playing to win. It sucks that they lost. It doesn't matter in the scheme of the World Cup, but it sucks for momentum. That's the reason why I think that you do go try to win that match tonight. Is that likening it to college football playoff. We talked about teams that get the rest versus don't get the rest. Indiana kind of threw that all out the window this past year. But the teams that get to play a game before they play a game, what that does for them. And the reason why it sometimes helps them is because if you win a game, you've got something going your way. So I think that I was always team go out and try to do everything you can. Play Pulisic and play the guys that you're fine with risking a little bit. The yellow card's a different situation.
Yellow card, there's no need to risk. And I'm willing to accept that. I'm glad they got Pulisic in. I'm going to say, we were, again, through the eyes and the lenses of people who watch their two daughters play soccer exclusively as the soccer consumption is. When Pulisic comes on, it is very different. He is to America what these other stars are to their team. We're watching him play, and it all of a sudden, immediately they have 3 incredible scoring opportunities. Now, they didn't take advantage of any of them, but you're just okay, this is he adds a different wrinkle that they don't have when he's not out there.
Yeah, it's true. So I don't know. I think that it's a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth going forward. But again, we now know they're going to play Bosnia in the knockout, so that's set. We know that.
Right. And is Bosnia any worse or better than Turkey? Probably not.
Yeah, they're okay. They're pretty good. But again, it's favorable. You could be like the Netherlands that won their group, and now you get to play Morocco.
I'll tell you. So the threat that people have said the Americans will face is this hyper aggressive and what it leaves them open to. Saw that yesterday. Yeah. So I'm like, man, okay, I can see it now because every goal it felt like Turkey made, the 3, every single one of them immediately followed an American mistake. Every one of them, whether it was a bad / lazy pass or Pulisic getting nutmegged at the end, every time the Americans made any kind of mistake, Turkey was able to furiously pounce on that and score a goal. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, I'm all in on this ultra aggressive American style, but when they're playing Spain, they're going to make Spain's offense easy if they don't play flawlessly, which for most of the first 2 games, especially the first game, they did play flawlessly.
It's true. It's interesting. I don't know how much stock to take again because it's Jacob and I, not Daniel Sperry.
Right.
So we're talking about this as a lens of what are the American backups. I know that Berhalter plays all the time, and so he's the one that plays a lot. But other than that, what are these other guys compared to a Balogun? I know Pepe was one of the ones that everybody likes, the striker that comes off the bench. But what's the drop-off level? And that's what everybody this morning is asking that question about. We made the joke a year ago or 2 years ago in football season when the Chiefs benched all their players and played Carson Wentz against the Broncos or somebody, whoever that game was, against whatever Carson Wentz started in Week 17 because they already secured the 1 seed the year they went, 13-0 to start. And I think Mick Schaefer, our friend in Kansas City, made the joke about give credit to Andy Reid. He really knows who the starters are and who the backups are because it was ugly. It wasn't good at all because you can tell, oh, gosh, this is not the Kansas City Chiefs because there's no Mahomes and there's no Kelsey and there's no those. So what level was it last night that we saw?
Such a good question. I don't know.
And in the same breath, as you're saying, Turkey was one of the favorites to advance in the group, and they kind of fell apart. And so is that more so an American playing their backup situation? Is that more so of a Turkey? So we don't know. We're just going to sit around and wait. The good part about it is that all the work was done. And so that we can sit here and have these conversations about what does that mean going forward. I don't know, but it doesn't change much of what happens in the knockouts.
Losing in the 98th minute was excruciating.
People were talking about that.
Let's not downplay that. That sucked. And I feel bad for all the American fans who were there making the trip and doing their thing because that sucks. And so there's no way around that. That is brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine. Did you see after the game? This was a headline that I bookmarked. They played Country Roads after they lost.
Okay.
You can't do that.
What is that a thing?
Did you not know about that?
No.
After the win in Seattle over Australia, somebody just decided, they're like, all right, we won. play Country Roads, Take Me Home. And the entire stadium and the players were sitting there singing it, and it was like a whole thing, like West Virginia does.
Yeah.
And so I think that it may have been just like, what's the most American song you have in front of you right now?
It's a great song to choose.
It was good.
And
so now it's become like a rally cry that like the coaches are playing it at practice, and it's their whole thing. And
you can't.
But they lost, so you can't. And so I was like, maybe after a draw you could, but not really.
Send me home with the loss. But you also can't let Turkey play whatever song they want to play. What would you play? You don't have to play anything. It's a loss.
Yeah,
you
turn the music off and all the scoreboards say, get home safe.
Yeah, just drive home, everybody. We're not fans. Proud of you. Like
Did you see? This was talk yesterday about our chants, which the one that Zeb said got stuck in my head all day yesterday about. The U.S. women's will call it soccer. That's good.
Yeah.
Did you see Neck? I sent you that on social media last night. The band Ulysses S. Chant that I was telling you about, the drummer that goes to the U.S. games and plays the drums in the stands. They got a marching band and they played Neck, and instead of tiger, they said eagle. Yeah,
okay. I didn't see that. I didn't get that notification.
It's good.
I'm seeing it now. The chant that was coming through the broadcast was USA, 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 USA. That's all it was. And as we had that conversation yesterday, and as I'm hearing that, and having visions of Hacksaw Jim Duggan, which I believe is where that originated, by the way.
What are you talking?
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, USA, with this 2x4. I don't think that was a thing before Hacksaw. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but like that's the USA. I'll show you after once we get the break. That's all we need. That's one of the great chants.
Yeah.
It's a great chant, and it was loud last night coming through the USA chant. I'm good with that being our chant
on the entire game.
Yeah, I don't need to sing cute songs during a game. That's not what we do here. Like we have our things. We have the the Arrowhead thing. Everybody has their thing. USA is what we do. Like that's what you do. I'm good with that. If around the stadium we want to make the soccer chant, which I think is hilarious, that's fine too. But we don't have to change who we are just because there's a bunch of Europeans in town. Let them see what it's all about.
There was another. Speaking of our conversation about the Dutch fans in the stadium last night, there was to the credit I was saying. I mean, there was probably 30% of the stadium were from Amsterdam or wherever and flew in for the match. So 30-35%, whatever number you want to give, and then a lot of Americans that were just supporting the Dutch probably were also in the stadium last night. But they started their whatever song it was, and I'm also side note here. Argentina match had Ana Valdez with me for one, who is bilingual, so that helped a lot for the Argentina match. And I know enough Spanish to be able to piece out the nouns and the subjects and understand what we're talking about a little bit. Dutch is a wild animal. It sounds like they're speaking English, but for non-English speakers, I have to imagine what that's like.
Yeah, you now said Dutch 4 times, Max. You can go anytime you want. It is a fun language to have fun with. It is a fun accent to have
fun. So they sang their song, whatever, and it was like the 80th minute or whatever, and they started going with whatever the song was. Again, I have no idea. And they're clapping as they sing it. And so you hear them singing and clapping. And then after about 10 seconds, all you can hear is just, and nobody knows the words because everybody's just clapping.
Is Dutch the official language of the Netherlands? Is it called Dutch? What is that? Is that language anywhere else in the world other than the Netherlands?
I know the Netherlands have some part of
Dutch, which is a West Germanic language.
It's that's what I'm saying. It's got a little bit of again, we're not.
There's a little.
What is it?
It's a
linguist.
Belgium. Belgium speaks Dutch. South America.
So Curacao.
Oh yeah, Curacao.
Has the
Suriname.
Suriname. Yeah. Suriname is Dutch.
Suriname.
Okay. Suriname down in South America, and Curacao.
Yeah.
I forgot about Curacao. Yeah, that because they're a Dutch province or something,
basically.
Right? Okay. It's a fun language to make fun of. I'll just no offense to anybody, but it is it's an accent that's fun. I'm excited. I was so excited when they came across to get the Kansas City draw. I mean, England went to Kansas City, right? And we haven't had been a lick of any excitement from the English fans.
Well, they don't play in Kansas City.
Right.
The fans probably aren't even here.
That was kind of lame. Why did they pick Kansas City?
I assume they want. I think that they are just playing so much. They played in Dallas and Boston, and so they probably were like, just put us in the middle and wherever that is.
Don't make us go to Boston, Philadelphia. Those fans are never going to let us get the end of it. That's probably true. They had fun in Texas. I saw them at the rodeos and things like that. I can't decide what to do with them. Have we talked about that here? I know we've talked about it off the air. What do you do with them?
I think I asked Paul about that.
Do you root for them?
I like them.
I think I do, but they're the most obnoxious fans. They're the most obnoxious America haters out there.
It's true. They are. So I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to root for him. I also think it's fun just for the Harry Kane. Harry Kane's cool.
I mean, they still have a king. Like, come on. Get out of here with all that.
I mean, I'd say majority of the countries that are playing in the World Cup don't have a king.
He seems like a nice guy, but like we don't need to do that anymore, do we? I don't understand the appeal of the Royals, and I don't think that's true. What other countries have a king?
All right, we've reached the geopolitical part of the Sports Daily once again.
Well, because we don't know what to do with England. Like, it's easy to root for the Dutch. It's easy to root for Argentina. England's here on the 4th of July, and they're about to experience Independence Day. How do you not lean into that a little bit? I do root for them, though. I'm with you. Like I see them play, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want them to win. If it's them, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we start to whittle it down. How much
I know. I've got my team. We've evolved here. So the conversation that we've had is, obviously the U.S. is your team.
Correct.
And then who do you go for after that?
I stand by Mexico.
You have a short list. Like I'm gonna root. I root for the Scots and Scottish.
Yeah, and you have good reason to.
I'll root for the Dutch just because of last night. So I have that tie-in now as well. I think that. Algeria with the Lawrence tie-in. There's a lot of teams that are going to sneak their way into the knockouts that you'll be able to say, okay. And then there's going to be underdogs now that you're in the knockouts as well. So, keep dwindling it down.
We'll start with USA, Canada, Mexico. All safe, correct? All through?
Yeah, Canada's not playing their knockouts in Canada, by the way. That's a hot point.
That's like somebody was trying to.
You know why? And somebody said, "Well, that's not fair. How are they not playing their knockouts in their home country?" And someone said, "Well, win your group, and you would."
Okay.
So now they're in the U.S.
Well, that's okay. Their fans will cut it. Give their fans a chance to travel. That's no big deal. All right, we'll come back. We have Jalen Thompson next on Sports Daily. We'll talk a little Royals.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
Canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
83101 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
And now, digging deeper with the teams you follow, it's another Sports Daily Insider interview on KFH.
All right, now we have Jalen Thompson in with us on Sports Daily. Jalen, welcome into a very soggy Wichita Open edition of Sports Daily. As you can see behind us here, if you're watching the video stream, the clouds have come in, though, damn it. We need that sun shining through today.
Jalen, well, this is why we bring you in here. Who's going to win the Wichita Open this year?
Right.
Go.
Who's going to win this year? I don't even know who's in it.
Cooper Schultz. You think Cooper Schultz? That's a good. I like that, Jalen. That was it. That's a good.
Let's go with him, man.
Yep, the local. Yeah, that's a good call.
Go Cooper.
Yep, go Coop. What are we supposed to do with the Royals right now, Jalen? Because I think they're still hanging in there in literal terms. They have so many players that are tradable. You don't have to squint that hard to see them getting some bodies back, and we get close to the trade deadline and then being like 4-3 games back from the wild card. What do you think those conversations are like right now in the front office of like, what are we supposed to do here, guys?
You get rid of everyone that you can get rid of.
Okay. That's what we think too, but you have to be willing to do that knowing there is at least a small chance you could very much be in this thing at the trade deadline.
It's like winning the lottery. I'll be honest with you. You got that small chance of like winning the lottery, because after what I witnessed yesterday in Tampa, St. Pete, shout out to the Trop, the Royals were gonna get no hit. They had Tyler Tolbert on the mound. It was 13-0 until Carter Jensen hits a home run to make it 13-2. That team had Nick Lofton batting second.
That's a playoff team if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, that team had Nick Lofton batting second, which he's been great this year. They had Josh Rojas batting 5th. They had Tyler Tolbert batting 8 or 9 in the order. Yeah, those guys are great dudes, nice people, but they are not what you need if you're trying to make a run for the playoffs. And I know that the team is hurt. There's a lot of injuries. I get that. I know that they're still technically in the wild card race.
Let me jump in, TJ. I want you to envision it is, let's call it July 30th. And let's say that you're starting your lineup card, and it's Carter Jensen, and it's Bobby Witt Jr., and it's Vinny Pasquantino, and it's Jack Caglione, and it's Salvador Perez. I don't think any of those guys are getting traded.
No.
So that's how you start your lineup that day. And then you're sitting there on July 30th, and let's call it you are 4 games out of the wild card. They're what, 6 today or 5.5, whatever it is. Sorry, we've been out at the golf course, but let's say you're running out a lineup that's healthy, and that's your front 6, and you're 4 games out, and you're trying to make decisions on whether you trade John Schreiber and Michael Wacha and Seth Lugo and and Daniel Lynch perhaps, and maybe even Lucas Erceg at that point. You're thinking about all these things. Like, are we okay with that? When and if they were healthier at that point?
Yes, you do. You move all the expiring contracts, and then you listen in on if anybody wants, like you said, Chris Lynch, Daniel Lynch, or John Schreiber's expired contract. But you listen on if anybody wants Daniel Lynch, if anybody wants Michael Wacha, you listen in on those, because at this point you are, like you said, you're 5.5 back in the wild card, and you're 14 games under 500. Let me pose this question to you. Is the wild card so important, or is it that the American League is so bad? Which one is it?
It's that the American League is bad, but that doesn't change the circumstances that you could go for it. I would say this, and sorry, TJ, again.
Yeah, sorry.
I would say this to it, though. What is more important, to kind of further your question? Make a run at that wild card? Would you be willing to do that as a fan if it meant another rebuild that took 4 years? Because they have tradable pieces, right? They could really significantly shrink down the rebuild time if they're aggressive at the trade deadline. So I think that's it as much as anything. Is it worth it to go for it? Because when you asked us if you asked us before the season, we said, hell yeah, it's worth it. You go for it. But do we feel the same way? I don't think we do.
I don't know. I think you have to get what you can for all the usable pieces that you have on your team at this point. Because like I said, you're 14 games under. And if you magically make a Detroit Tigers-esque run like they did last year and you get a wild card spot, who's starting for you in game 1? Cole Reagans is done. He's going to have to get surgery, right? You're looking at Seth Lugo maybe as your 1, Michael Wacha as your 1, Lugo your 2 maybe. I mean, you still have young people in Stephen Kolek and Luinder Avila that's never been to a playoff and does not have that experience. So if you somehow do make a trek and get in a final wildcard spot, is it worth it to be there and get blown out in 2 games? Then, maybe not, and trade away all your.
I think we all agree. You'd agree, right, TJ? It's not worth it. Just play. If you make it at that point and you've traded all those guys, and just ride those horses through whatever they'll take you to.
Basically. Let's switch to something happier. Is Jack Caglione an all-star, Jalen? He's playing out of his mind.
I don't think he's an all-star, but I think they'll put him in the Derby.
Ooh. How far did that ball go in the drop?
What did they call it? 430, my rear.
Well, it's like 430, 440 to the back wall, but the back wall wasn't there. It probably would have went further than that.
Yeah, the back wall was in the way. That ball may have still been traveling up.
How do they even measure that? They need to just get like the track man and just say, hey, your exit velo was 125. That would have gone 520 feet.
We have the technology for
I know.
this now. It drives me crazy. 435. That ball would have gone. That ball would have traveled to Tampa if they didn't have if they didn't have a state that Can they get him an all-star? No, they like the young players. Does he have to be voted in? Like, what would the circumstances be? Because I don't think he'll get voted in.
Well, no, he won't be voted in. They're already in phase 2. The only person that's going to get voted in from the Royals is Bobby Witt Jr., and that's even if he plays in the All-Star game.
True.
Considering his knee and everything, and if he can play this weekend,
he's supposed to be
get back
today,
right. Yeah. But I, if there's a world for Jack Caglione to get to the All-Star game, he's going to have to hit a couple more home runs, and a lot of players are probably going to have to say, you know what, I'm not playing.
Right. Okay.
That's the only way I can see it. But really, Bobby's the only all-star on this entire team right now. Maybe Michael Wacha, but there's too many pitchers.
Michael Wacha's an all-star.
It's crazy. It's crazy what happens when Jack Caglione hits against lefties, Jalen. It took us this long to get here. Now he hits home runs off of lefties too. How about that? What do you know about Bobby Witt? Is he going to play today? What's the latest update on that? We've been following with bated breath on your pregame tweets, and it just feels like every day is we'll just keep checking it out.
So he's done everything. He's ran. He's hit. He's seen live pitching. I really think that they would have probably put him in the game if Wednesday or Thursday's game was close, but neither one was close. So I think they just erred on the side of caution. But they said that they want him in the lineup, and he wants to be in the lineup. And I think that today might be the day. That's just my opinion on it, that he'll get back in there. There's a reason why they didn't put him on the IL. So I believe that he'll probably play today. That's my guess. Now, I could be wrong, but I think he'll be back in there today.
Just real quick on Wacha, you really think he's not going to get a nod? He's leading in innings pitched. I think he's up there, if not leading in quality starts, right?
Yes, but look how many pitchers from other teams that they could select.
That are and there are other pitchers with more, electric stuff for sure.
Yes. I'm not saying his numbers aren't good enough to get in. I think he can get in, but I just think this is a one Royal year for All-Star.
I think it's just the fact that the Royals aren't very good.
I know, and that's the problem because by the numbers they've got a couple of relievers that probably could be too, which is hard to say.
It's so frustrating as we sit here and look at the players and the stats. The point I brought up yesterday, Jacob, is that when you look at the roster and I said, if you were a team that was buying at the deadline and you could somehow walk away and have a starting 5, to your point of Vinny Pasquantino, Jack Caglione, Bobby Witt Jr., throw Michael Wacha in there, Daniel Lynch in your bullpen.
Or Jensen.
If you added that to any team, we're contenders. We're going to go win a title. And the Royals are 6 games back of the wild card.
Yeah, I mean,
weird year.
At the trade deadline, you have to get rid of, like I said, the expiring contracts. So that's going to be your Chris Bubich, your John Schreibers, you're talking about your Starlin Martes, Lane Thomas of the world. They got to go.
You got to trade Wacha too, don't you?
No, I don't think you trade.
Really? I think he's the most valuable trade asset.
You still have to have someone to pitch next year. If Cole Reagans is,
what if they're good next year?
It's going to be out.
Are they going to be good next year, Jalen? That's a fun question to ask. Is next year a year that they can look at the playoffs and think it's actually reasonable? Because we did that for this year, and it's not going to happen.
They better be good next year, or a lot of people going to start feeling some heat. I tell you that much.
Jalen.
Yes.
Matt Quatraro was sitting Jack Caglione 3 times a week not that long ago. Somebody better be feeling the heat right now. We watch that guy play baseball and think about the conversations we were having not that long ago.
No, but I understood why they did that. So I'm not gonna just sit there and just say like I didn't get why they didn't play him, but he had to gradually develop. We're seeing him at his peak right now, right? Or starting to approach what he can be.
But it's because of that peak that it was nonsense to ever sit him down. Again, like young star players like he could possibly be aren't playing the splits.
No, I get it. But I've talked to Jack, and I'll tell you right now, Jack will be the first one to admit that what's happened these last few weeks is just a result of him keeping it simple and clearing his mind and really finding his groove. He didn't have that at the beginning of the year. So I get why they didn't play him against certain lefties. But now he is.
How sustainable is it, Jalen? I always bring up Omaha Caglione is different than Kansas City Caglione. Is Omaha Caglione? Is this Omaha Caglione? It's as close as we've seen it. It basically is when he hits 2 home runs a game. How sustainable is it? Is this something he can slug like that? Not like that, but slug like that all year long.
This is Jack Caglione. This is who everyone thought he would be, and I believe it's sustainable. This is what he does. I mean, you can go back to Florida. He hit 9 home runs in 9 days in a row. I mean, he was hitting homers every day, right? Then he did that in the minors, and he started doing it in the pros. So everyone, when I talked to a guy in St. Pete, he said his son played against Jack Caglione when they were like in 9, 10, 11 years old, right? And everyone knew who this kid was.
Yeah, it's hard to miss him.
Huge.
So,
Imagine.
Like
he has a size 16 shoe. I assume it was pretty big back
dude.
So I'm just saying this is him. So I think he's arrived.
So Jalen's got fire sale on the mind. I agree with you, by the way. I think you at minimum you trade the bullpen pieces. I'm telling you right now, though, I'm shopping Michael Wacha.
I mean, you do shop him, yes. If someone comes and says, "Hey, we want Michael Wacha," what you have to really get, it's going to take a lot to get rid of him. But he's the heart and soul of the pitching staff.
It's a good year to be a seller, though. Look at how many teams are in it. It's a good year to be a seller. Like, if you got to be a seller, this is the kind of year you want to be a seller because everybody thinks they've got a shot.
Everybody does. I think you'll see the relievers really go off the market.
Would you trade Daniel Lynch?
Say, for instance,
if you trade Daniel Lynch?
Skubal, do you go after Michael Wacha? That's the question.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Skubal,
yeah.
Do you go and get desperate? You just need a team to be desperate.
Last one, Jalen. Would you trade Daniel Lynch, or is he the closer of the future?
Oh, I'm getting rid of Daniel Lynch. If someone calling for him, his value is too high right now.
Ruthless.
He's the ultimate sell high guy.
Jalen Thompson, just ruthless today. We love it.
Do you keep him?
If I need a closer, I might. He'd be the only one I'd think about, but probably not. No, not if somebody offers the right deal.
Though.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. All right, Jalen, we appreciate it. We'll follow along with the KC Star. Enjoy it. We're going to have an interesting month here for sure. I don't know what August looks like for us, but July is going to be wild.
Hey, like winter is coming in Game of Thrones, moves are coming.
That's right. Jalen Thompson. When we return, we'll bring in Todd Johnson of Crestview Country Club as we're here from the Wichita Open. Don't go away.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
Canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message, so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss Happy.
From Wichita's most listened to sports radio, 97.5 and 1240 KFH. This is Sports Daily.
All right, we come back in here from the Wichita Open, get you a look from outside right now, and the sun is fighting the clouds at the moment. The concrete's a little drier than it was. The challenge now, though, of course, is
the grass get dry?
The grass, as we are looking at a delayed 2 o'clock start for the golfers, 2 o'clock start for the festivities. That is the latest word that we have here from Crestview Country Club. Crestview Country Club, of course, a great supporter of our program. We mention them just about every day here, Todd, and we bring in Todd Johnson, who is running membership out here, director of membership for Crestview Country Club. And we talked to you last year, Todd. Things have been,
and you still let me come back.
Yeah, that's right. We've got this if you can't
okay.
if you can't contain yourself.
That's a good move.
Todd, it's been I'll tell you, but we've people that listen know my family and I've been out here for a lot of years. Things have really been rocking and rolling the last 12, 18 months or so. I gotta imagine you guys are feeling the same way here.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, we just feel like we're the hottest club around, and we, lots of people want to come out and join and be a part of this great club. And we got a lot of good things going. So we're proud of it.
I think one way that we can gauge, our kids have done the swim team out here for years, and it's fun and it's a blast and it's cool and it's cute. This year it is so crowded. Like there are so many, which tells me that there's just a billion new families out here. And that's the thing that I've always, when we first came over years ago, I was like, I don't think that that's for me. And then we had some neighbors and everybody, they're like, no, for real, you should try. And then we did, and we were like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Like what a fun thing for the family as much as anything else.
When I can take someone on a tour and show them that wonderful pool facility and tell them their children will be coached by a former Olympian,
that's true too.
Carolyn Bruce McAndrew.
That's true.
And that we win championships at Crestview.
We did last year. Shout out.
They want to get in, and they got a heck of a team this year. 130 kids out again, and they're over there right now working.
Mine are over there.
Yeah,
a couple of them are over there learning the breaststroke. I can't even swim. So, like the fact that my kids are on a swim team is pretty funny.
I'm a doggy paddler for sure. Todd, the biggest talk about the golf course itself is there's been changes. How has that evolved in the last year? It's been a fun conversation to have about when was the decision made to move tee boxes back, to take trees out. Take us back to when all that happened.
Well, shortly after the tournament last year, we had no choice. We lost 500 trees in that storm. We spent nearly $1 million out on a tree project to clean it up and make it whole again. And I'll tell you what, it turned out fantastic. You know, when you got several thousand trees out here, 500 is not that big a deal, but it was a big deal.
It was a big. It changed the course.
It changed it, but we like the way it looks.
I do too.
And we agreed to put those new tee boxes in for the PGA to lengthen that north course. And I know I get to look out my office window at number 10 and watch them hit off. I think, well, I don't know if I can get it back to the fairway off that new tee box.
Can you clear the senior tees?
It'll be my goal in life this summer to make it back. But it does lengthen 10, 11, and let's see, what else did 7. That's right. And you know, 7's the number 1 handicap hole on the course. They were blasting shots over the pond onto the green, and now they've got to hit it over to the safe landing spot like us normal folks do. So it'll be fun.
It's interesting. You bring up that $1 million, something I think for, you know, anybody in the market for this or anything like it, that $1 million you guys spend on those trees. Hey, we appreciate it, Todd. You know, a lot of places, TJ, I don't know if you know this, like they do this thing called an assessment. So they spend $1 million on trees. You spend your portion of $1 million on trees. That doesn't happen here, Todd. And that's one of the things I know that you guys like to tell people.
Yeah. It's a one-time initiation fee, and we don't do assessments. And, you know, if you belong to another club, you know what I'm talking about. And
HOA.
Yeah, we just don't do it. And so all of those initiation fees go right back into the club and are there to fix up the club and to make it better. And we sure did. You know, over at the pool, we were talking about it over there. We just opened up a brand new bar and grill over there. We took out the snack bar, opened up a bar and grill, and it's fantastic.
You got the TVs on now. People, I was out of town, but so here was the rundown I got from other members. We went and played golf on Father's Day. Was it Father's Day that Team USA played? Or maybe it was the Saturday before. There was some of it. Everyone went out and played golf, and then they moseyed over to the pool, and they let their kids go swim. Lifeguards too, which if you have young kids is a game changer. And they had, I think it was free beers or something on Father's Day you guys were running, and everybody was just watching the World Cup while their kids swam after they played golf.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
It was awesome.
Come on now. Like that's you're not beating that.
Nope.
Todd, if people want to come check things out this week, I know it's been, obviously the circumstances have not been ideal. And they won't be probably today, but through the weekend, this is a great time to see Crestview, right?
Yeah.
If you're out here. So, you know, what can people look for? What should they be trying to check out here from your shoes as a director of membership? What would you want people that are coming out to Crestview to really get their heads around?
Well, one, we're the only 36-hole country club in the entire state. And so when they get here, they'll be able to see all of it, really. And they'll know that we've got zoysia grass fairways and bent grass greens, and it's about as plus of a golf course setting as you're going to find. Our pace of play is second to none. It's 3.5 to 4 hours. And oh, by the way, we enforce that.
Yep.
And so if you're used to playing the public courses, you'll know all what I'm talking about when I say 5 and 6 hour rounds. We don't live in that world over here. And so you're going to be able to play on the best facility around and get a good round in. Come in, and we've got a wonderful dining room experience. Our food and beverage program is unbelievable. And then all of the other things that go along with the country club membership, the social aspects, all the other fun things.
Whiskey tasting night.
Yeah.
Scotch and cigars.
Scotch and cigars.
I don't like scotch or cigars, but I had a blast at the Scotch and cigar night. And then the other part of it is, and this is what I tell people too, like it's golf but like my wife plays tennis constantly.
Yeah.
Has a group of people that play. This is as good, I think, a facility for tennis as there is. And you guys are pumping money into that thing too.
Yeah. We've got some new equipment coming that is state of the art. One in 10 that'll have it, and it will be able to read shots down the lines, and it's all computerized. It's very cool. I'm excited to see it, and that's coming like soon. And but they've done great upgrades over there. But you know, we've got 6 outdoor courts fully lit, 4 indoor courts. We can also set it up for pickleball. we have a fantastic fitness facility over there, and it's fixing to get even better once you wrap up with the Wichita Open. Then we're going to go into a remodel phase over there, and new equipment will be coming in. And so we're excited about all that. Again, that's those initiation fees just going right back into the club, and we're not asking our members to go pay for that.
And the last thing for kids out there, families with kids, the kids programs are nonstop. There's camps every week in the summer.
There's 11 weeks of camps, and they're week-long camps. They're each themed differently, and each day they get an hour of golf, an hour of swimming, and an hour of tennis. And then the rest of the day are STEM activities, and it's a full day. And the kids just love it. And so we've got that in the summer. There's junior golf. Of course, we talked about our championship swim team. We've got an unbelievable youth tennis program with Regis Fox over there. And Regis is kind of a tennis legend around Wichita. So we're proud of it all, and I think we got good reason to be.
Have you walked around the course today, Todd? Can you be our boots on the ground?
We figured you'd be out there squeegeeing. I didn't know you'd be available.
I did not put on my mucklucks and wandered out to the course, but
so I think somebody's calling back there and say, Todd, we got a mop.
Yeah, let's get busy back there.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, we had right at 4 inches last night out here.
Did you get a measurement out here?
Yeah, it was 3.8.
Oh, I was way off. So the airport got 5. I thought for sure it was more on this side of town.
Yeah.
It's still too much.
That's a lot. We were soggy anyway, so.
Right, yeah, that's tough.
It was soggy. It was soggy from Wednesday. So once we walked around on Wednesday and there was already a little squishy, so this rain's got nowhere to go.
Yep.
We learned last year that the grounds crew here is top notch and doesn't hold a candle to anybody, and we know they're out there working right now nonstop to get this thing ready to go. Again, the plan is 2:00. Give Todd a call, and we say that. Give Todd a call, ask about a tour, take the tour, come check it out. I put my money where my mouth is on it. We appreciate the support, Todd, from Crestview, of course, and come out and check it out. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to be with the family. It's a great place to just come play golf if that's what you're into, but it's a whole lot more than that.
Absolutely.
Todd Johnson, Director of Membership here at Crestview Country Club.
Thank you, guys.
We will talk again soon. We'll see you around the course. We've got about a minute left, TJ. So we've got Josh Briscoe coming up in this hour, I know. So we'll be looking forward to that. We've got Troy Jordan in for the Wichita Open a little bit later as well. We've got it all for you. It's all what's on tap. And it's all brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company, where you can now get a Go Hazy Folks IPA, a beer that's just as soft and dreamy as a day game with a hint of mischief, just like our national pastime. This one will ease you through the innings of life until the big moment when it's once again time to go hazy, folks. WBC, pizza and beer made here. We haven't talked real extensively about the Chiefs, TJ, in a while. I'm looking forward to a conversation.
There hasn't been much that's happened since the draft. I've kind of just been sitting around.
Rashee Rice is going to jail.
Well, that happened.
Travis Kelce's getting married.
That's happened.
Patrick Mahomes has been practicing.
Patrick Mahomes was watching the Dutch last night.
Was he? We'll talk to Josh about all of it when we return on Sports Daily.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
8310 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems
Why are they hiding it?
and real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Sports Daily is on KFH. And now, digging deeper with the teams you follow, it's another Sports Daily Insider interview on KFH.
And we are back in here from Crestview Country Club, a very wet and soggy after we're told, we just heard, TJ, about 4-ish inches of rain from Todd Johnson here at the club. So that'll be fun for a golf tournament, but we're going to go at 2 o'clock. We're still here live with you either way. We are joined now by our Chiefs insider, Joshua Briscoe. Now, Josh, I'm going to stereotype you here, so my apologies.
Hit me.
You seem like a movie guy and a appreciator of old school comedy. Would that be an accurate statement?
I would say I would love for that to be an accurate statement. For many movies it is, and then for many places in my sort of cinema backlog, I have huge blind spots. So I'm also always taking recommendations.
Okay.
So I'm either way this works out for
All
me.
right. So this will be perfect then. So this would be probably a little earlier than your wheelhouse, but one that there's a decent chance that you've gotten around to, and it is topical to your neck of the woods. Max, let's hit it, and let's see if Josh can get this clip.
On the spot. Come on, Max. You've played it 6 times today. Don't let us down now.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it for you, Josh. So hold that thought.
Look, man, if there's anything I do understand, it's the number of technological miracles that you are all pulling off right now. The number of places where this show is, the two of you. I've never seen the two of you in the same place when we talked before. I don't think so.
It's not often.
There are minor miracles being done right now.
We'll get the clip for you before we're done here. Let's talk the Chiefs then. We haven't talked in a while. Rashee Rice has been to jail. Patrick Mahomes is on the practice field. We think Travis Kelce's getting married next week. This has been, all things considered, though, kind of a business as usual. There's no holdouts. It's been kind of a quiet-ish, I guess, summer for the Chiefs.
Yeah, in this next month, you just want it to stay quiet. You don't want to hear really any Chiefs news until St. Joe at this point. And obviously, Rashee Rice, the huge exception to that. We can talk about him later or not. We all kind of know where that whole situation is, and now he's out and just looking forward to training camp. But yeah, there aren't a lot of big remaining questions about either what they can do or should do. There are certainly places on the roster where it would have been nice to see more investment one place or another, but you have a salary cap and sometimes you just run out of cash in the budget. So I do think it's fair to say, with one huge exception of just the wide receiver situation, business as usual is a pretty fair way to put it. There are no big questions to be solved between now and training camp. And if you think about the Chris Jones contract negotiations and a lot of the others that have come by in recent years, that is a little bit of an exception. And that also comes with having a longer off season and a ton to talk about from January through late April. But now it does kind of feel like we're settled in and just waiting for training camp.
The main talking point of a minicamp was the giant brace on Patrick Mahomes' knee and the fact that he was out there wearing a giant brace on his knee. Are you overreacting about it like everybody else is? Or what's your stance on Patrick Mahomes taking dropbacks and jogging?
My, to protect myself and others, my default throughout the entire Mahomes recovery has just been like, hey, I'm going to try to underreact at every step along the way, because until he's able to step into throws and do all the things he needs to do in the backfield, I'm going to be kind of like watching through my hands over my eyes, especially the first time that he's out there in a live game where somebody else can hit him. With that being said, I'm still surprised by where he's at now. I'm still amazed by how far he has come, what appears to be so quickly in the rehab process. And the thing that, as trying to allow myself to be both emotionally excited that Patrick Mahomes is practicing and to remain somewhat rational about, I know that knee injuries take a long time to recover. I know that he had serious, significant structural damage. I know that I shouldn't expect him to look like Patrick Mahomes in week 1. The middle ground for me is that he has hit and really exceeded every checkpoint along the way to this point. I have been a little bit surprised, and it feels like he's been a little bit ahead of schedule every step along the way, from some of the early off-season throwing in Texas to being out there for OTAs and mini camps to, I assume, doing more in training camp than I thought he was going to do. I think we probably talked about Justin Fields at some point, and I probably said, you got to have a guy who can run your offense in training camp because you don't know when Mahomes is going to be back. I don't really think that that's going to be Justin Fields' job at this point as things stand. So I want to be cautious, because one little setback or even just stalling, Andy Reid talked about this, and I think it was his last presser of mini camps. Sometimes in rehab, you plateau, and then you just stay there for a while, and you don't know how long you're going to have to keep working to get your next step. I want to couch my expectations a little bit, but Patrick Mahomes himself has given us no reason to do that, which is a pretty amazing thing.
And he has a history of it too. I mean, that helps. He's Gumby. He just, that's what he does. So the Chiefs obviously comfortable enough to give him a big contract extension. He has been criminally, on a discount, I think, if you compared him to his peers for a long time. Now, we know over time he's going to get his, but he's created this flexibility now. They still have just a little bit this year. Do you think they'll use it on a receiver as we tie it into the one thing that has been still outstanding, whether it be from the draft to now a jail time for Rashee Rice and a rehab on a knee injury? Short term, we're probably comfortable with the room. Do they add a piece to it? Should they add a piece to it? Because Mahomes gets more expensive next year.
Yeah, I think as things stand right now, I think probably the only name that is realistic to me is Tyreek Hill, and that's not going to happen soon. That's going to happen whenever he's physically back. And Tyreek Hill looking like himself on a really messed up knee is very different than any quarterback looking like themselves in the pocket. Like Micah Parsons, his recovery timeline is very different than Patrick Mahomes will be. So I think Tyreek Hill is probably the guy that mid-season, if they need a little bit of extra juice in the room, I've just kind of accepted that I think that's where they go. I don't, of the guys that are out there now, Stephon Diggs would make the room better, but he would have made the room better a month ago or 2 months ago. And I feel sort of similarly about tight end, defensive end, and wide receiver. All three of those position groups, I think, could use another rotational body. Like, you're not going to get an elite player or maybe even a surefire starter, but to get some more depth in that room, kind of towards the top of the depth chart, I think would have made sense for any of those three positions. But I think right now, I think this is the roster. Maybe there's a surprise somewhere along the way, but at this point, I think they're rolling with the receivers they've got.
Patrick Mahomes, extension / new contract. I never know the difference between new deal or extended deal or what any of that jargon means, but he's getting a lot of money. The Chiefs, it blows my mind is that it feels like they have 9 guys that are the highest paid at X position, and now they're going to have it again with Patrick Mahomes. I can't remember which of the media pundits, that one of our colleagues, that always says nobody understands the Mahomes deal. I imagine that's going to keep happening as well. He will never get paid the dollar amount on the books that will be the dollar amount on the books. It's just the way that it works.
Yeah, it's a truly unique contract. There's nobody else in the league that has a deal like it, and it has really benefited both sides, and it will continue to do that. And then someday, maybe in a decade, someday there's going to be a situation where either the Chiefs finally say, hey, you know what? We were able to put it off until 2038, but we're finally going to have some void years because Patrick Mahomes is retiring.
Here's $1 billion.
Right. We'll figure this out for the next era. But it's they've kept each other flexible this entire time. I think this deal has been nothing but good for both sides.
I agree with that. Okay, so Mansour Delane was the pick, and in the trade up to do it, I think the totality of the draft I'm on board with. I also think the thing that we've talked about so much going into the draft and going into this season, their goal will be to rebuild the defense. Obviously, that's true now. And after the goal we thought before the Kenneth Walker contract should be to lean into the offensive line. Then they signed Kenneth Walker. Then they don't really do much else offensively other than bring in a pretty exciting prospect in Emmett Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to run the ball, right? I know it's Andy Reid. I know, they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball.
They have to. That's it. Argument one is they have to. And the second thing is that I do think even for Andy Reid, famously wants to throw the football and famously was on the right side of history that way, by the way, right? Like, yep. Andy Reid was pass happy before the rest of the league was pass happy. But now the rest of the league's kind of figuring out, well, the defenses over this last decade, defenses have gotten lighter and faster and been built to stop the pass. And now it's a good time to have a workhorse running back and a bruising offensive line. And it's one of the reasons I think the sport rules so much. Like, obviously other sports have their evolutions, and the 3 is a totally different thing in the NBA now than it was peak Warriors or whatever. But the NFL just does this every 5 years. Like, now Sean McVay wants to play with 3 tight ends on the field. Like, wait, what? You only have 11 guys. All that to say, they have to run the ball. And I think that even for a guy like Andy Reid, they were really, with all due respect for what Kareem Hunt did at a very high level last year in the short yardage stuff, and Isaiah Pacheco was just a different player pre and post injury. But I think that they were forcing themselves to run the ball out of necessity last year, and it was just never fun when it happened because you kind of knew best case scenario Kareem Hunt's getting you 4 yards, and that keeps you on schedule. There are reasons to want to run the ball this year because Kenneth Walker might be your second or third best weapon in the offense, not counting Mahomes, obviously, and depending on how you feel about Travis Kelce at this stage in his career or Rashee Rice right now. The offense needs to work that way, and they have an offensive line that can do that. I do think it's kind of interesting that they did not ever add a run blocking tight end type. Last year was Big Bob Tonyan. This year it's still Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, maybe it's Jared Wiley, but none of those guys are really moving bodies on the defensive line. Those are kind of pass catchers first. So I think that part of it is interesting. And again, look, we talked, I think probably pre-draft too. I really wanted there to be a wide receiver drafted more highly than they ended up taking Cyrus Allen. I still have real questions about how I'd like to have Patrick Mahomes' life made easier, but a totally rejuvenated running game, that's not going to be the reason the Chiefs do or don't win the Super Bowl because Patrick Mahomes is the guy that determines that. But it is a significant investment in a part of the offense that was just, frankly, not really functional last year.
Speaking of Cyrus Allen, good name. Is that the camp darling this year? Is that who you have penciled in?
Probably. It's nice to look to at least a draft pick. Jeff Caldwell is just like kind of an alien. He's kind of built like an alien. Now, if you've seen like the RAS, the relative athletic score going around when they signed him, it's like, oh, he's built like Calvin Johnson. Now, I also think he had like 500 yards receiving last year in Cincinnati, and Calvin Johnson would have had more than that. He was an undrafted free agent for a reason. So like, I don't want to make him that guy. He's like the fun one. And then you just see when pads come on, is any of this real? I kind of think it has to be Cyrus Allen. Funnily enough, there are a few guys in the running back room that I think are going to like make your eyebrows raise at times. Jaden Ott is a legitimate running back as a UDFA. EJ Smith, as an Emmitt Smith, he's gotten a little bit of run here and there. Now it's like, wait a second, the running back room is suddenly too deep. Last year there were not enough playable guys there. This year it's too deep. But I think it's got to be Cyrus Allen. If you're going to look for like a fun kind of, at least get to the day 3 draftees, even then, how much do you expect out of a rookie wide receiver in the Chiefs offense? I would say not a lot for the first half of the season. But again, the biggest differentiator is like Nico Remigio had a big OTAs and mini camp stretch. It seemed like he was one of the guys those quarterbacks could find and rely on. What does he look like when the pads come on? We've seen that for Nico. It's just kind of a size thing. What happens to Cyrus Allen, or even maybe to some extent Emmett Johnson, the rest of these guys, when you really get up to speed? I do think it's going to be a fascinating year in St. Joe.
Cyrus Allen is probably, if he's a big factor, it's probably a problem because the other guys won't have. Okay, Josh. So Max has the clip now. So we'll go out of order here. We're going to test Joshua Briscoe's movie knowledge. This is topical to where you live right now. Let's hit it, Max.
Max, come on.
We have it. All right.
It's dead.
All right,
dead.
old member.
Here we go.
Don't play the laughing boy. There are only 2 things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
What?
The Dutch.
I don't know what movie it's from. I've heard that clip before. I don't know what movie it's from.
I am stunned by that. Goldmember. Austin Powers.
Yeah, no, that's really that's frustrating for a whole bunch of reasons that would not even be funny radio for me to explain to you right now. But yeah, I also think my wife will be disappointed in me for that. I have not seen the Austin Powers movies in a million years, and I'll begin amending that because I've thought about it recently. I'm like, I should just watch the Austin Powers movies again. It's been forever. Do they hold up?
Every time I see the Kansas City Netherlands videos, that clip just plays constantly in my head.
Josh,
nonstop.
Josh, you seem like a footy guy. Are you a soccer guy?
I've embraced the World Cup with both arms open. I'm not in my bones a footy guy, but I love everything that has been happening for the last month.
Were you on the orange march throughout Kansas City? Did you get any glimpses of the orange yesterday?
I not in person, and my wife's been out doing a bunch of art shows and stuff. That's what she does, especially on weekends. So she's been out at all these World Cup events. I haven't gotten out to enough of them yet because she goes and she's out working them, and I'm at home watching games on TV. So I need to make my trip to FanFest and all of that still too. But no, I loved the Dutch takeover yesterday, and I also really convolutedly now I have extended family in the Netherlands right now, or actually from the Netherlands now.
Yep.
They're in the States at the moment, believe it or not. But so I do love being able to kind of connect all those dots, and Kansas City has just been such an awesome hub, and a shout out to Lawrence as well for the Algeria hosting. But it has been so cool to be one of the host cities for all of this, to see so much of the world descending on places like Joe's and being like, yeah, you know what? You guys really did figure this out. This rules.
This has kind of been a running theme in like the geopolitical talk. Who is the appropriate non-American team to root for in the World Cup now?
See, I think you got to take it on a case-by-case basis. I think it's got to be about what your strongest affiliation is. So you can go and look, you can play Calvin ball with it. You go to ancestry.com. What about my percentages, you know? Or I've got a cousin who married a Dutch guy. Now they live in the, so I can get over there to the Netherlands. But looking at this point, you don't need another team right now. USA, baby. Don't worry about what happened last night.
No, I listen, I'm with you. The team that continues to perplex us on that question is England. We've got England over here with games in Boston and Philadelphia for the 4th of July. Do we root for England, or do we lean into, the ultimate victory lap?
I think it's the latter.
Behave.
I think that on the 4th of July, I think as the English play in the Northeast, I think you just got to lean into it. I think if you've got yourself like a pool just in your backyard, go throw a couple of tea bags in there and just see how it feels. Throw a little Earl Grey in a river somewhere and try to feel that feeling once more. I've been to London once. I enjoyed my time there. I have no beef with the people of jolly old England, but as far as the World Cup goes, I think it's more fun, at least while the U.S. is still in it. I think you gotta kick them out one more time.
I think that's the right answer. Josh, we appreciate it.
Josh, what's the winning score of the Wichita Open? 4-day total. What do you got?
I don't understand how golf works, especially in the rain.
Right. Yeah, well, it doesn't work.
Is somebody going to be under today? Is that a possible? Is that a good score considering the swampy territory?
Unders.
It is good scoring weather once they can. We got like 5 inches of rain out here last night, so they're squeegeeing off the greens right now. Literally squeegeeing off the greens right now. Josh, we appreciate it. We're gonna check in. Glad to do a check in with you. We'll of course
like a month till training camp.
If everything holds through, right? We'll start the regular visits here soon. We're coming up on training camp, and a season's going to be here before we know it.
I'm looking forward to it. Guys, grab a squeegee. Go get that thing going.
Right.
Get a mop. Josh, we appreciate it. We'll talk again soon. We're going to come back. We got more Sports Daily. Troy Jordan with Wichita Open is going to join us at the top of the next hour. Stick around.
There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
But this is Sports.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
the canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
83101 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
Let's do this thing. Go!
Sports Daily is on KFH.
All right, welcome back. Got a little different view for you. So what you're looking at right now, I believe, is coming up the 18th fairway, that sidewalk in front of Eagles Landing right there. That would be the sidewalk that takes you from 18 to 17. The 19th hole would be just a little further up and off to your right. Things are looking pretty good out there.
This like blends in with the background behind it. You could convince me this could be like actually on the golf course.
Yeah. It looks really good. So you see that red there? That is
17.
Well, it's the signage right before 17. So that sidewalk that crosses over.
Yeah.
That's right where that is. Okay. So everything looks and will look fine. It will be soggy though. So again, waterproof shoes if you're coming out here. And the latest that we have, and we don't think this has changed, we'll have Troy Jordan on in about 20 minutes to make sure nothing's changed. 2 o'clock for the start of golf, 2 o'clock for the start of the festivities. Everything will get going at 2. I wouldn't pay attention very much to the kind of parking pass you might have because nobody's getting in here to park other than the players and caddies. So they have shuttle services. Just plan on a little bit, have some grace, understand that everybody's been out here even longer than we have. We got out here about 6:30. Everybody's been out here longer than that, trying to get this thing in the condition it needs to be in to not only play golf, but to have a huge, massive party today. So if it takes you an extra 10 minutes to get out here for parking, just bear with everybody. Everybody is literally working their tails off out here to get this thing ready to go. But it'll be great. It'll be great when it starts. That we're done finally guessing at the weather at this place after yesterday and last night. That will be a relief, I'm sure, to everybody involved. The golf, we talked to Jeff Hoskinson, who runs the media here, who's really locked in on the golf portion of this thing. They should be able to finish by Sunday, no problem.
It's gonna be
they'll be able to have enough daylight and everything to get this thing locked in and ready to go. They're probably just going to have to play a little bit extra golf tomorrow, but for fans that are coming out tomorrow, you're going to get extra golf.
You want to be a sicko. I mean, they're going to tee off because tomorrow's going to be it's dry all day today.
We're dry. We're clear the rest of the way. Now it won't get quite as hot today as it was. So today's going to be a really good, like from 2 to 7 o'clock, because that's the other piece of news for everybody. Normally they shut everything down around 5. The party is allowed to go till about 7 today.
Yeah.
But it's not going to get super hot today. And I think this cloud cover stays, which is kind of a pain in the butt now because we want it to dry. But we're talking like low mid 80s today. And then this weekend, it's going to be hot.
I mean, tomorrow, thinking about this, again, this is us just, spewing. We don't know what we're talking about or what they're going to actually do, but it makes you assume there might be golf tomorrow. I get 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
To 9:30 p.m.
Correct. And wear your swim trunks out here because it's going to be swampy and hot and like be ready. But that's nothing we're not used to at the Wichita Open. It's always swampy and hot.
I mean, you could watch a single golfer play 27 holes tomorrow, probably.
You can. And today you'll be able to we'll see how they do that on the back end. But like, if you're wondering on a date, could you imagine walking the course today as a spectator? You'll have to stay on the cart pass and be really careful, I think. And we'll check that with Troy too. If they're, I assume spectators will be allowed through. No carts of any kind.
Yeah, you're gonna
but the weather for that is going to be awesome.
That'll be nice. Yeah.
Far more so than
wear your hunter boots out here, and then you'll be good.
Get the waders. But we'll have Troy in just a minute. We're kind of just bouncing around to all kinds of. Did we miss any headlines we missed, TJ? I don't think we did.
Pull it up. We didn't really talk about this yesterday. There was a massive trade in the NBA that we didn't really touch much on. That LaMelo Ball is going to the.
Oh, I saw he was rumored to be traded. Where did he end up going?
Timberwolves.
Okay, so you're now you're pairing him with Anthony Edwards.
Yes. They traded him for Naz Reid, a 2033 first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps, and 3 second-round pick swaps.
Okay, so in 2033, that's okay. NBA trades are wild.
I didn't even know you could trade that far in advance.
That probably is a pretty good fit, right? LaMelo and Anthony Edwards, guy that can create, get him opportunities. Yeah, I like that Minnesota's put. We have. I don't know why it is that there are so many Minnesota sports fans in this part of the world, but there are. But so good for them. Okay, I'm on board with that. I wish the Hornets would get good again. They've been bad for too long. Back to the Larry Johnson days, my favorite basketball player of all time. Team USA Soccer, TJ, we got into it. Josh mentioned it at the end. He's with us. Like, who cares about anything else right now? Just go USA. And I 100% feel that way as we're trying to determine what to do with these other teams and how to consume it. The Team USA we saw yesterday is not a deep run World Cup team. And I know you were driving during that game, but they did not look dominant like they looked through the first 2 yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, we have a Major League Baseball manager firing.
Oh yeah, it's it's the Mets, right?
Yeah.
So we should play a game sometime. Are baseball managers the least name? Like, it didn't used to be this way.
I know.
Now
just though saw Mendoza fired. Right. Who's Mendoza?
Nope. He manages the Mets. And yeah, no, I don't know. Like, if we went around the league Do you
Fun
think
game.
you
That's a
could
fun-
get?
Maybe let's just do that.
Do you think you could get 10 major league managers?
Oh man, I think I could get 10.
All right. We know
managers. Let's pull it up.
We know Quattraro.
All right, Jacob's playing this game. We're gonna try for 10.
We know Quattraro.
I've got all 30 in front of me.
Chris Woodward.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I need the team too.
Terry Francona.
Who's Woodward?
Rangers.
Okay.
Terry Francona, Reds. Aaron Boone, Yankees. Mendoza, Mets, formerly. And I wouldn't have gotten that one before, but I'm going to cheat. Let's see. What else do we have here?
Wait, Woodward?
Chris Woodward.
No.
Am I saying the wrong name?
It's not Chris Woodward. It's a former player.
Right. It is a former player. He was with the Dodgers. What am I doing? Who's the Ranger?
Skip Schumacher?
Skip Schumacher, sorry. Chris Woodward was their manager a while ago, like a generation ago, before Bruce Bochy. Yeah, Skip Schumacher.
Who are you talking
Yeah, he was the manager of the Rangers. My God, I hope nobody back home's listening. They'll throw eggs at me. Let's see. Where else can we go that are the obvious ones? There are obvious ones I'm obviously forgetting.
Let's play it.
Cora got fired, right?
Let's play this game. I'll give you the team. You give me the manager. See if we can get 10.
Okay, that'll help probably. But
missed it.
They have a former player.
We got to go fast. You didn't get it. All right, athletics.
Oh, no, I don't.
Brave.
That's no, he retired. I was going to say Schnedeker or whatever his name was.
I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, Orioles.
No, I don't know.
Red Sox.
Cora got fired.
Yeah, so that doesn't count. Cubs. You should get Cubs.
They stole him from the Brewers. Craig Counsell.
There you go. We got one. White Sox.
Oh, I don't know.
Young one.
No.
All right, Reds.
I already said Reds. Terry Francona.
Okay. Guardians.
Don't know.
Former player.
I know, but I can't think of who it is.
Stephen Vogt.
I should have got that one.
Rockies.
Oh God.
Warren Schaefer. Tigers. Should get him.
Aguilar.
No. AJ Hinch. Astros.
Used to be AJ Hinch. Dusty Baker. No, I don't know.
Okay, you said Q. This is the manager. Is this for real? Or is this an interim thing? Angels? The manager's Kurt Suzuki?
What?
That has to be an interim thing.
It has to be. I think they fired their manager. In fact, I'm almost certain they did.
I feel like we would know that Kurt Suzuki was a manager.
Let me preface this game, everybody. Like, I watch a ton of baseball. Like, I watch so much baseball.
It's wild. Dodgers,
Yeah. Same as ever.
All right. Marlins.
Oh.
No way.
I don't know.
Clayton McCullough.
Nope.
Brewers.
No.
Been there for 15 years.
No. He is not. The Cubs stole it.
He has 15 years of experience.
Okay. I don't know. Who is their manager?
Pat Murphy.
Okay.
Twins.
Ron Gardenhire.
It's a new one. Nope. The Mets just fired theirs. So we can't count it anymore. Yankees.
Aaron Boone.
Phillies interim.
I know. I don't know who they hired. I should because it's a name we all know.
Former manager.
I know.
Player.
I can't remember who they brought in. They brought in somebody that has done it forever.
Tom Mattingly.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we're at 5. Let's keep going here. Padres, you're not going to get.
Nope.
Craig Stammen.
No.
Giants.
God, no. Giants I should get because it's a former player we all know. But I can't think
Not
of
a
who it is.
former player. Former college manager. College coach.
Oh, that's right. Augie Garrido.
Nope. Tony Vitello. I would have gotten that one. Mariners.
This is another one I should get, but I can't off the top.
Dan Wilson.
There you go. I knew that one. That one probably, of all the ones I've missed, that one might make me the Yankees.
Cardinals.
Yeah. That's the A one I was trying to think of earlier. The first name isn't it? We just had him.
I know. This is bad.
What's his name?
Ollie Marmol.
Marmol. Dadgummit.
Rays. This guy's been there for 12 years.
Of the Rays?
Yes.
This is an unfair game. I would have done this to you, and you would have been toast.
I'd have gotten this one.
Well, you say you would have gotten it now that you're looking at it. Would
I'd
have gotten it off the top of your head?
He a World Series 3 years ago.
They haven't changed managers in forever.
Kevin Cash.
Yeah, there you go.
You got the Rangers, kind of, not really. I'm not giving you that one. Schumacher. Blue Jays.
Who did the Blue Jays bring in?
John Schneider.
Oh, he's been there a minute.
Nationals. Yes,
No,
Blake Butera.
No, don't.
5 of 30.
So, to my point, I didn't get to 10. To my point, managers are the most forgettable
They are.
in baseball.
Pretty wild.
In baseball.
Because I bet if we played NFL, we'd get
in the NFL, we'd get 32 out of 32. In the NBA anymore, it would be tough, but in college we would crush it. In college we'd crush it. In the NFL, I do think we'd get 32 out of 32. But baseball, they change their outside of the box, but it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
Used to.
I bet in
managers were there for 20 years.
Yeah, I bet in 2012 I could have gone at least 25 or 30.
For sure. And circumstances of life change a little bit for us too.
Those were legends.
But a lot of those names, I feel like I've never heard of them before.
Matt Quatraro, if you weren't a Royals fan, would you know who Matt Quatraro is?
Nope, people aren't going to get that. And he's been there now. This is a while, by today's standards. I gave you the wrong Rangers manager. I'm a Rangers fan. I watch them almost every day. And I named the wrong guy. Woodward. God, he drove me nuts. Bruce Bochy then now to Skip Schumacher. They stole him from the Dodgers, by the way.
From the Dodgers?
Yeah, a long time ago. Schumacher was a pretty big up and comer. That was a pretty big hire by them in the baseball world. He was
Schumacher
he was the
who did he play for? He played for the Cardinals.
He played for a few people. But he was a huge up and comer in the coaching world. That's one of the reasons that people wonder why Bruce Bochy got. He was with the Dodgers as a player. Sorry. I think he was an assistant coach with the Dodgers too, though.
He was a manager somewhere.
Where was he? Was in their farm system? Maybe he was in their farm system. He was.
Yeah, you're right.
He was with the Marlins.
Yeah.
Was that an interim for 1 year?
Maybe.
No, it was the Padres. My apologies. It was the Padres. He came up. Anyway, back to the point of you bringing up a headline of the Mets firing a manager. Yep. It's just okay, fine. I didn't know that guy was their manager to begin with, and they've got the biggest payroll in baseball this year.
Yep.
It's wild how that works in baseball. Do you think the manager just doesn't do a lot? Because I don't believe that. I think Ned Yost was critically important to what the Royals did in 2014 and 15, and everyone wanted him fired the year before.
Yep. You have to toe the line of doing enough or not doing enough.
We've given Quatraro so much grief, or I have anyway, this year, because I think he's not handled some things properly. But yeah, it is such a weird thing for baseball. And the Royals have been loyal to him. Will they be next year? To Jalen's point earlier, will there be some heat if they're not good next year? What is the expectation that they're going to be great next year?
Yep.
The roster's not going to change that much.
The roster should have been good this year.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you going to do?
Yep.
We asked Troy Jordan how many Major League Baseball managers he can name. He'll be in with us next here for the Wichita Open. But that's coming for you. We'll get you the very latest in our final hour to start things off. What can you expect from the golf? What can you expect as a fan? We'll have that on Sports Daily when we return.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
83101 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning.
Liberty Mutual customize this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000. And I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose.
Give me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
Spring. The azaleas are in bloom, and we welcome you to golf's big event, the history, the tradition, the magnificence of Caddy Snack Blonde Ale, Wichita's golf beer. Light, crisp, and refreshingly crushable. Caddy Snack is the perfect pairing from the first tee to the 19th hole. This major season, remember to beer the ball with Caddy Snack, Wichita's golf beer by Wichita Brewing Company.
Lemonade! Fresh squeezed lemonade! Lemonade
nuts.
Is your business struggling to be seen, not reaching the right customers?
Yeah.
Odyssey's here to help. Your one-stop shop for digital marketing.
Wait, really?
With targeted digital media, plus SEO, SEM, social, OTT, and more, we help your business reach the right audience and drive results.
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Stop missing out on valuable customers. Visit digitallocalads.com to learn more about our local advertising solutions. That's digitallocalads.com.
Okay, people, mine starts here.
All right, we're back out here from the Wichita Open. Jacob Albrock, TJ Cleveland, Troy Jordan of the Wichita Open with us. We've got one more hour to go. It's What's on Tap, brought to you by the Wichita Brewing Company, now featuring a brand new summer cocktail menu. Set sail with a salty doggy or a bearded clam. Escape with a Waikiki wake up or a string bikini Bellini. WBC summer cocktails, because summer sips better at Wichita Brewing Company. We bring in Troy Jordan, Wichita Open. Chairman of the board, director of everything out here, Troy.
Right.
Professional mopper this morning.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Yeah.
Trying to get dry out here at Crestview Country Club. Look, ain't nothing we can do about it.
No.
Not a thing we can do about it. The plan then, Troy, is still 2 o'clock.
Yep.
2 o'clock for the golf, 2 o'clock for the fans.
That's right. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, everybody's supposed to be at their ball. And then we see how much we can get in. And they'll just play till they can't see out there. We may have to go out there in our private golf carts and light up our
shine it up.
Yeah, right. Probably
turn on your headlights, everybody.
Yeah, it's wet out there though.
So when we say 2 o'clock, though, for people trying to come out and watch, now that means get here at 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
not 1:30.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. We just kind of don't want anybody to stack up out here if we can help it, but because they're not going to let anybody on there until 2 o'clock.
Right.
But then there's extended hours for hospitality all the way to 7.
Yes.
Including food too.
Just 2 extra hours. So kind of
right.
2 delayed hours to get in, but 2 extra hours to do everything you were going to do anyway.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
So what happens today? We talked about this early in the show. For the people that don't know, they're starting at 2, and that means not starting so much as finishing from yesterday. From the people, because majority of the guys didn't get to finish their round. Are they finishing before today's golfers go off? What's the order? What is it? PEMDAS? What's the order of operations here?
Yeah, typically that's what'll happen. They're going to let these guys play their day out, and then they have to. And I don't know if the PGA is going to reshuffle the groups or not. Yeah. But then they're just going to start going off 10-on-1 again. So they're going out their ball. They're marked their ball out there, and I imagine it's going to be lift, clean, in place. I don't know, but you would think.
There's no way those tees held up in the rain. I was asking Dusty about that. Like, there is no way they marked their ball with a tee last night, and that tee is still sitting there.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never experienced anything like. I mean, we all go play this game, and with weather like that, we just don't play, even if we got a tee time. So we don't know what that is like. But you would think that some of those guys are going to be going, I put the tee over here.
There's
right there.
Yeah.
You saw me put it there.
I was right on the fringe.
I love the question of us that we keep posing of, could you imagine dealing with the starting and the stopping? I said, no, because I'd home. I wouldn't play anymore.
Yeah, or like I joked with TJ, like when you have this out here, when the horn blares and you're out here at Crestview, if it's going to clear up, like if it's just a quick horn blare, what do? You come in and you have a beer while you wait to go back out. Like, these guys just had to sit here in silence yesterday for hours just waiting. That has got to be so hard.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the PGA guys, and they said the event in Columbia, the golf course sat between a dam that dammed river was higher. They had 20 inches of rain in the weeks preceding up to it, and then it rained from Monday all the way to Thursday. And they just waited till they only got 36 holes in, but guys have done this a lot. They've done it a lot, doing it in high school and college, where they got rain delays, but
they've never done it in an environment like this.
Oh, well, probably not.
With
some
stands and everything.
No, you're right there.
Yeah, I just want them to get that feel. Like, I want to see how these young golfers react to everybody screaming at them at 17 and music playing, and like, that's what I want to see, because they don't ever get to do that.
Yeah, they're excited about that, because the tour kind of warned them about it in advance, and it's in this day and age in golf, if you're going to be big time, you're going to have that. I mean, think about just the heckling that's going on in these tournaments now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of taken to another level. We don't really want that here. but we're not New Yorkers either.
Yeah, people don't heckle here. But you still got to make a putt in front of 10,000 people.
You bet. And we're wanting a birdie so we can hand out free stuff.
That's right. We need birdie. I just handed off a box of HTO birdie coupons. We need birdies, baby.
And we're going to see a ton of birdies with these conditions. Now, I think when the wind blows on Sunday, we'll see how it is. And the new tee boxes are making an impact on these guys. I've played in the Pro-Am with a couple of them, and both of them said, you're crazy if you're going to try to drive it onto 7.
I was gonna say, I gotta go sit. I just want to go sit on 7 and watch for a while and just see there's gonna be somebody that's gonna be Is there a tree in the way now too?
You gotta hit a draw, because if you overdraw it and you take it left and it doesn't cut, that's OB along that side on the other side by 8. So these guys are actually hitting driver off that 7 tee box depending on the wind, and then they have to hit it to 190.
And we were joking about that hole. If people don't know that hole, if you've never played Crestview North, that's how most of us have to play it, right?
Yeah.
That second shot sucks also because there's a huge pond to the right. And if you're a righty and have any slice and you're having to pull out that 3-wood like me to get it over there, like there's a 50% chance you're water, like 2 different ponds on that hole.
Yeah, Jig, if you're pulling a 3-wood on that second shot, your error is kind of come down on you a little bit. That's a really hard hole.
It's so
hard. And they're coming off of 6. So Sam Stevens made this comment when we had the tee boxes looked at, and he goes, the mentality that we had coming to 6 was that's a beast of a par 4 for them.
Yeah,
and it's one of the toughest.
That's right.
It's a 5 for us, thankfully.
Yeah.
But he said it's the mentality you get to 6 and go, okay, if I just scratch out a par here because I know I'm going to 7 and there's a high probability of a birdie. Yep. Now he says you go to 7, you're not going to make it up on 6, and he put pressure on 6 even. So I'm thankful at Crestview, and they really pretty much did that on their own. Yep. And then said, hey, can you guys come check this out? We went, okay, are they done? Yep. But the PGA came out and loved it too. It was awesome.
Awesome.
I'll never play those tees, by the way.
What year is it for you at the Open? How long have you been a part of it?
Yeah, it's a small out of balance addiction, I'm afraid. I actually went to the first Ben Hogan out at Reflection and watched Tom Lehman.
Okay, so you're perfect. You're perfect for the question we've been asking. Has this happened before? How crazy has it gotten? I said that, in the short amount of time that I've covered the Open, there's been the delayed tee times, and we start later and finish later, or we start earlier and finish earlier, not the start and stop, and we'll play maybe 20-something holes this day. I haven't seen this, and it sounds like it's been a long time since it's happened.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Somebody came up with this deal that this was the first time we called everybody off because of lightning, but I remember us being – now, I can only vouch for when it was at Crestview because I can't remember the Willow Bends ones and Reflection. But I think there was another time that they called us off that wasn't a late start, but not very often. I mean, you think about it, it usually rains on this deal one time at least. Yep. So you'd think we would have got that, but it hasn't. Now, last year just took the cake on the pre-tournament stuff.
Didn't we finish on a Monday morning or something?
We did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
we've
had a Monday morning finish.
Yep, a playoff.
Yeah.
Yep, on 3.
Was it they ran out of sunlight, or did we get light? I can't remember on that one.
No, I think we ran out of sunlight.
That wasn't that long ago.
No, there was a delay in the previous day or two that caused them to back up and stack up. And then they had a playoff, so they said, that doesn't fair to these guys. Yeah. Now I think they ended it. No, they played 17 twice, and I think the second time Norlander win it.
That wasn't that long. I was here 2019.
Jay said it's happened. There's been a Monday champion in 1992 for Jeff Woodland and 2019 for Henrik Norlander.
Well, there you go.
That was a fun year. That 2019 year was a fun year. This is going to be a fun year too.
Oh, my gosh.
Troy, like this weather today, I don't know that in the 12 years I've been here, once you're going to deal with the sloshiness, but as far as weather from 2 to 7 o'clock,
should be awesome.
It will be as good as I can ever remember having weather here for the Wichita Open.
Yeah, and it's gonna be crazy down on Friday. We've got some penned up demand from not being here. Some folks not being here yesterday. And we're going to end up with a sellout on the single day tickets down there too.
Heck yeah.
We had during
on Saturday.
Today.
Oh, today we are.
Today.
Oh, man, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I meant Thursday. Friday we're going to sell it. But I think it's just been really, really embraced. We sold $8,000 worth of single day tickets during the craziness yesterday.
That's fantastic.
So for Sunday. So it's just amazing.
Pent up demand, Troy. We appreciate it. Yeah. We'll see you out on the course. Say hi to Troy.
Appreciate you guys.
Wichita Open.
Thanks for what you do.
hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
The canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood, written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message, so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
831001 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issued a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
I haven't got all day.
869-1240.
Time to get busy.
This is Sports Daily on KFH.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Sports Daily. We are just having a little fun here, waiting out not the rain. We waited out the rain. We've gotten through that part. Now we're waiting out the soggy, I guess you could say, as they're getting the course ready to play. 2:00 is still the plan. We don't anticipate that changing. Troy Jordan, director of the board, he's in the know on all of this stuff. Look at these pictures if you're watching the video stream. So this would be the Wichita Opens media, just somebody taking pictures.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to join the stream on my phone. I'm going to go do some boots on the ground reporting. We're going to go check out the course.
So we've got images here of how much water. And so like that one right there, if you're watching, gives a good look at how much water came up. So the concern right now, when we first got out here, they were squeegeeing off the greens. But once they do that, like, you're good to go. Now the concern has become all the water that's come up and how quickly it will go down, honestly, for accessibility as much as anything else. Because like for 15, which you'll see, I believe that's 17 there that you're looking at. Once you get out to like 15, they can't get to the green because the path is underwater. So there it is right there. That's 15 if you're watching on the video stream. Like that path has to get clear so they can get around to that green. That's the challenge now. And time is about the only thing you can do. But in 4 hours, based on what we've seen now, I think we're going to be okay. I think they're going to be able to do it. I think for fans, your experience outside of wearing waterproof shoes is going to be pretty spot on to what it would normally be. Just, it's from 2 to 7 instead of 12 to 5, basically. But I don't think a whole lot will change. All right, so TJ's out there.
All right, we're walking up to the first tee box. Let's see what's going on up here.
So we're going to the first tee box is going to be, but I mean, honestly, the playing conditions like these holes here, like they're going to like this. It'll be just like yesterday. They'll be
really
soft.
Nice. Yeah.
They'll be soft. They'll be ready to score. And we know Cooper Schultz, the Andover Central. Look, we don't know a lot of players on this tour, but we know him. And we're going to just follow along with him probably throughout the rest of this tournament. And
the other Andover, Sokolowski, I think he got through the front 9 basically yesterday. He was one of the afternoon times. So
what did he shoot? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
It's fine. So we're getting a look there.
There we go. All right, this is driving range.
So the driving range is what? I mean, it doesn't look. It looks fine. It looks fine from what we can see on the video stream. Is it fine? Is it spongy there?
I mean, it's squishing a little bit. You can't really see the water, but there's some water.
So you're not going to get distance as much roll on your drives, which doesn't matter as much for these guys. And I would imagine
here's I'd say what the biggest problems are probably going to be right now on fairways and stuff is the divots are holding water.
Yeah, but I think in 4 hours,
So,
I don't think they'll
I
start
say it'll dry up as you get the sun back out here. It'll start drying up. I don't think there will be a ton of casual water problems. As I'm saying, I'm walking around. It's spongy, but I'd say if there's ever any low spots, it will have some water standing on it.
Like this would not be a normal day that you'd be allowed to play the course. I don't.
This
think,
will be. Oh yeah. I'm saying this will be a day that there will be rules officials will be busy today. Of saying, you pick it up and move it over there, man. Like, get out of that. Let's go find a bunker.
The sand traps are going to be a problem.
I know. I'm going to go find a bunker.
Stay out of the bunkers because those will hold water. But it really will be a test to the drainage capabilities of Crestview Country Club because they've got to be able to get to these holes. They've got to have the golfers be able to get to these holes. And we learned at the top, so they'll finish yesterday's round. Everybody that didn't get finished yesterday will finish. And then they will be able to start what should be the second round and play till sundown. Like once they start, nothing's going to keep them from playing. Yep. So you'll have an extra from when they usually finish, which they're usually finishing right around that 6-7 o'clock hour. There's a lot of extra time today to play golf. So
is there isn't there a practice bunker out here, Jacob? Am I in the wrong spot?
Practice bunker? Yes, but
right
you're
behind
walking,
where the stream
you're walking towards it. So
Okay, it's over
you're
here.
walking toward the chipping green, and on the front side of the chipping green is it has
All
a
right.
little bit of water at the bottom of it.
I was gonna say, let's go check out the sand here.
So
Greens look good. I mean, they're just gonna be slow, but they look good.
Yeah, they squeegeed those off, which, by the way, if you didn't know, because I didn't know this, when they said squeegeed it off, I figured they brought out the squeegees. They attached one to like a lawnmower. It was pretty impressive, actually. We got that live on the air earlier in our Crestview Country Club Wichita Open 4-hour live experience.
Is this the first live coverage from a golf tournament where there's not a single hole of golf played on the Friday ever happened in KFH history?
I mean, we had delays yesterday. Was there any golf? There was a little golf while we were on the air yesterday. So
They golfed for the first like
2.5
hour and a half.
hours. Yeah. Before we actually had to call it
Here we
quits.
go.
All right.
We got to look at a bunker.
If you're on the video
Pull it,
stream,
pull it.
we'll check. Yeah,
There we
see,
go.
that's going to be a problem. I don't think that will probably drain out very well today. So I don't know what they do in that situation. I guess do you just pull it out of the water and put it somewhere else in the sand?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's either that or you go lateral relief backwards out of the bunker and just hit behind that way. I'm not sure what the penalty is for that.
But you'd have to hit out of the sand. I mean, you can't hit
I
out
think
of the
so.
grass. So wherever you can put it in the sand, but that sand's going to be hard as a rock, where it's not standing water. It's going to be a trick. I don't think the scores will go as low as they did yesterday.
Yeah.
But they'll go lower than they probably will Sunday.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that holds.
There's gonna be some low ones today. I think that as we are making our predictions of final scores and things like that, it's whatever it's going to be will be skewed by a Friday and Saturday crazy score. I'd have to imagine. We say that, and then last year thinking about the Wichita Open field with Miles Creighton didn't do that well on he almost missed the cut, I believe, and then he shot like a 58 or 59 on the Saturday, which was the windiest and hardest day of the tournament. So
that's right.
we say all this stuff, and something weird's going to happen. But yeah, here's your virtual tour of Chris.
Well, it's going to be a model. It's going to be a model of consistency, right? We'd mentioned Cooper Schultz. Like, he doesn't have to shoot 6 under every day to win the tournament. Now he's got to just combine the 6 under with, a few 3 unders, and then it'll be okay. But that's easier said than done. Obviously, if you've ever played golf in your life, it'll be a marathon. A true marathon with all kinds of different circumstances and conditions. And we mentioned this with with Troy in the last segment. And like, for a lot of these guys, they're going to come up on 17 and 18 in the biggest pressure cookers probably most of them have ever been in. I'd have to imagine, even if you were a great college golfer, I'm not sure you see stuff like 17 or 18.
Not as many fans as what you'll see out here today. Unless some of these guys, to be fair, some of the guys that played on this, as he was saying, on the PGA University, they basically are, they could be a top 10 golfer in the entire country in college, and they get sent right to PGA America straight from there. So there probably is guys that played in the national championship tournament. So again, there still probably wasn't 10,000 fans double-deckered around a 17 green like you'll see out here. So it'll be a lot of fun. I know they're looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
I'm gonna keep walking. We're gonna walk up the fairways. We'll give you what it's gonna look like on your walk to 17, and we'll see how fast I walk. We might get a look at 17 and what it looks like.
18. Oh well, I hope you can make it to 17 in 9 minutes.
Oh yeah, we got a long
segment. How much
here.
time we have there? Goodness. It's you've got the Walk of Champions there. You're crossing over. You weren't just on that. Yeah. Okay. I know where you are now.
Yeah.
There's the fact that there's not water. There's a good sign.
Yeah,
I would say
this is not spongy at all right here. So the cart paths will look good. I think that as long as people are fine with walking, the issue is if the shuttles were taking this path where they usually do all day long, then that would get disgusting and gross and everything like that. So, but yeah, cart path looks good. It's a nice little walk.
It's looking good. They're doing a good job out there. It's the drainage. It'll be a testament to drainage for Crestview as much as anything else. That's the test here. So I think everything is going to look good. I think the golf's going to be great. I'll give you a chance. We did this earlier. I said 18. You said what? 22.
I said
yesterday?
21 was my answer.
21. Are you?
Yeah. I'll still
you?
Stay.
You'll stay at 21.
I'll stay at 21.
I'll stay at 18. That's a low number. I thought last year, I think last year was when I was taking it into the 20s, and we didn't get there last year, did we? Didn't we get to 19?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, man, that's hard to imagine. Hey, shout out KFH. That's the 19th party hole.
19th
Yeah,
hole.
There's probably a little less water than maybe I thought. That looks fine out there.
I think your shoes will be okay, people. Don't wear your white ones still, but you'll be able to have a little bit.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. The big challenge, we've known this from when we took the air today. The big challenge is going to be on that back nine, those holes, and are they accessible to get in there? And otherwise for everybody, yeah, that water's drained. I'll bet you if you walked out there at 6:30 when we got here this morning, there was water over those cart paths. So yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna have fun today, everybody. It's gonna be a good time. The staff and crew have been out here working feverishly all morning long on foot because they're not letting any carts go. So we'll get it done. They have till 2:00. We're gonna leave the air at 11 and have 3 hours for this sucker to drain out. I think we're gonna be good to go. I think that 2:00 holds. I think it holds. We know it will for fans.
The question to me now, Jacob, is how much golf can they get in? Because as we were saying, there was only, I don't know, an hour and a half worth of guys that finished their rounds yesterday. So I mean, you've still got from what was originally supposed to be like 8:30 to 2 p.m.
Did we hear this morning? Was it that there were some that only got like one hole in?
Yeah, everybody got teed off. The last group of the day teed off at like 8:45. They got one hole in, and then they called it off.
So let's call it 3.5 hours for those guys to finish, starting at 2. So then they go to 5:30 to immediately start round 2, which they'll have to. I'm sure they'll change the order because obviously you'd flip flop, and I don't think they'll do that to them. Make them just play right through. So 5:30, maybe if we're being optimistic, 5 to start actual round 2, and 4.5 hours to get that done. I bet we finish half the fields round 2, probably. Get halfway through that, but they can keep playing. So then on Saturday morning, you just start a little earlier.
Okay. There's a development. Here's what we got. We have manufactured sidewalks to not have to walk through the mud.
Yeah,
I don't think these were here yesterday.
I'm telling you, the crew's going to knock this out of the park and make it as accessible as it can be. You're looking at 17 right there as a little appetizer for fans. Yeah, I'm not worried. The fan experience is going to be incredible today. I think you're right. I think the golf is the question. And if they get it going by 5, that means probably half the field will have to finish up their round tomorrow morning, which will take it. And if they tee off at 6, if they tee off around 7, then you're going to have probably another 3 hours, 10 a.m. for half the field. I'll bet you this, DJ. I will bet you by Sunday they are on schedule playing only one full round of golf for the field on Sunday.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say they're going to have to go the 3 to a pairing on Saturday to get as much of it in as they can. But 17 looks good. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? I don't think I can zoom in. They're currently draining the bunker on 17 right there. If you can see,
that's cool.
There we go.
That's cool. Yeah, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it cleaned up. But we'll see those cart passes. And they'll come up with something else too if they can't. We're gonna be playing golf at 2:00. We're gonna be playing golf, and it'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. Everybody have lunch. Come out. They're gonna have food. So if you've a couple of bush lattes there, if you've had your plan to eat or whatever, they are going to have the food. They're going to extend that. They're going to extend the hours to all the party zones. So you should be good to go, and the golf should be good to go as well, as TJ is going to start making the hike back now down toward us here on Sports Daily. We're in the clubhouse. We had to come inside. Last year we were outside, but I think we made the right call in here, fellas. I don't know what that would have looked like. Well, we wouldn't have had a choice today anyway. We wouldn't have been able to get out there. So it's been. We appreciate Crestview for letting us post up inside the ballroom here, as it's been good. Now that's not too bad. I mean, I say that because I'm not the one having to deal with it.
They could probably play outside of the bunker areas and the weird. The bridges are going to be a big deal about trying to manufacture how to get to each hole and things like that. But in terms of, especially in pro golf, they keep it in the fairway, they're going to be fine. They wouldn't really be able to tell that much of a difference than a normal rainy day. So the golf will be played. I think that walking around now and looking at it, they'll get it done by Sunday. This is not that bad at all.
It'll be good. It'll be good. We're ready for it. I know we keep saying that. This is so for me, like I have thought this event to be one of the true crown jewels of Wichita. So like they're going to play the golf. I always worry on this stuff. Like, what's it going to mean for the fans? Because I think one of the things that you beat your chest about as a Wichitan or a Wichita sports fan, when you tell people about, you're like, well, we've got this Wichita Open. You won't believe how much fun it is. You won't believe how many people come out here. You won't believe XYZ. And so like, that's always been my concern on this stuff. These guys play. Troy mentioned what they did in Columbia. Like, they'll be fine on the golf end of this thing. That's not that part of it. They're going to get it in. Now, if we had more rain coming, if we had all that, maybe it'd be a problem, but we don't. Like, we're clear right now to the end of this tournament. We're going to be clear, and it won't be hot today. It'll be hot Saturday and Sunday, and they'll play the golf.
Dare I say, if it doesn't pick up, I think it will, but the cloud cover stays. Wear a jacket maybe. It's not even hot.
The cloud cover will stay, but it'll be into the low 80s. So, and very humid. I think this thickness in the air now will stay until the tournament's over, except add about 15 degrees to it tomorrow and Sunday. I think the heat index yesterday was being reported to over 100 for sure. But the dew point's like Miami, Florida, tropical humidity that we're going to have.
Last night, for the people that know what this means, last night at the in Kansas City, after the match was over, I went outside, pulled up my camera to go record some things, and it was absolutely just drenched in fog. Couldn't see anything. So that tells you how humid it is outside.
And that's not going away. But we kind of need that sunshine. I'd never wish for the sun when it's going to be that hot, but right now you wish for the sun because they need the help drying this thing out. But it's going to be in good shape. Everybody, make your plans. Push it back a couple hours. Be patient with the parking situation. That'd be about the only thing I think for everybody, despite the delay that maybe changes your plans a little bit. So be gracious with whatever happens, whatever ends up happening on the parking situation, and be ready to rock and roll like you always would, even a little later into the night. Food's going to be good. Drinks are going to be good. The party's going to be good. And the golf will always be great, as it always is. And these guys are going to have a chance to really score today. So we'll be rooting for lots of birdies.
What's the low score today, Jacob? We saw 8 yesterday.
In round 2. Well, you're only getting half. You're only getting maybe half the field, probably finishing a second round.
Will there be somebody that plays 18 holes today?
Yes. I think there will be somebody. I think there will be groups that finish 18. And of those groups, I'll call it. Yesterday there was 6. I'll say 4 under is the best score today.
It's gonna be better than that. 1992, Jeff Woodland. Guess why is this guy relevant, Jacob?
Because he won the last Monday.
One on a Monday.
But you got to remember, TJ, you may only have like 10 or 12 or 15 golfers that get it finished. So,
that's what I'm saying.
Is somebody out of that group going sub 4 under?
Good point. I mean, I don't know. The fact of how spinny this thing is going to be, there's going to be some crazy shots that we're going to.
It's going to be fun. We may see eagles. I don't know. You won't see an eagle if you see an eagle on 17, this place will erupt. But it's going to be a blast. All right, we'll come back. TJ's on his way back in.
I'll get back inside.
We'll finish up things here from our broadcast. Don't go away.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming. Spring brings warmer temperatures, but also dangerous weather conditions. Stay up to date day or night with the Storm Team 12 weather app. You'll get accurate forecasts, so you can plan ahead and stay safe, no matter the weather. Download the Storm Team 12 weather app, brought to you by Stutzman's Greenhouse.
The future of television has arrived. Next Gen TV is here with stunning video, movie theater quality sound, enhanced voice clarity, and interactive features, all upgradable for the future. Learn more at watchnextgentv.com.
canvas of our imagination. They tell a story. Clouds affect the events of your day. Sometimes they growl, sometimes they inspire, but they're always the messengers of nature's mood written in the sky. Storm Team 12 understands the language of clouds. We're dedicated to decoding their message so you know what to expect. Behind every cloud, there is a story waiting to be told. Trust Ross Jansen and Storm Team 12, alerting you first to the impact on your life.
We are following a breaking update.
Every day, all day, stream the stories that have you talking near and far.
Whoever is behind the wheel of this bus is not stopping.
From hundreds of local reporters and meteorologists spanning the country.
Chaos here this morning at the UW campus.
Search LNL for the all-new Local News Live streaming app.
Odyssey is one of the most influential audio and entertainment brands in the nation. You already know Odyssey's iconic local radio brands in Wichita. But did you know Odyssey has the country's best collection of music, news, and sports brands? Odyssey is also a premium podcast creator, major event producer, and digital innovator. Odyssey brings people together across the country and right here in Wichita. Odyssey also delivers meaningful radio and digital audio results. Find out our story and impact at odysseyinc.com/Wichita.
Make yourself known now.
83101 in traffic pursuit.
Oh my God, here.
Investigate TV Plus begins with real people.
We investigate stories that impact you.
And inspire change every day.
Something is broken.
Real problems.
Why are they hiding it?
And real solutions.
My daughter was dying in front of me.
What was your reaction when he said that?
Investigate TV Plus, weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on KWCH.
Sometimes people tell us, I don't get it, it's just tea. But let me tell you, we are so much more than just tea. With 20 plus flavors of sweet and unsweet iced tea, the possibilities are endless. Come on in and try them all for free to find your favorite or get us on the go for your busy lifestyle. And don't miss happy hour every day. So the next time someone tells you it's just tea, tell them to come by and find out why we say, drink tea, be happy.
Jim Rome here, lighting up your afternoons on The Jim Rome Show. Catch me starting at 2 on Wichita's #1 sports radio, Kansas fan headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Mornings are busy. We're here to make your mornings better. We report the stories that affect you.
3 more hospital lies from contaminated apple juice just a day after the FDA issue a recall.
We're here to make your mornings better.
Closing east and westbound lanes of K96 for repairs.
With 12 News, you're prepared for your whole day.
Scattered thunderstorms across the state into the afternoon.
Stay a step ahead with 12 News this morning on KWCH and KSCW.
This is Sports Daily on KFH.
I'm back.
He made it. Man, this will be the last segment here. Really appreciate everybody, our guests, for stopping by, doing all the things that it takes, Tony, Zeb, Max, to pull this off. But we've pulled it off, and our feat is small in comparison to what is going to happen out there. Longhofer Lawn and Tree Care, celebrating 60 years in Wichita, providing expert lawn care for healthy lawn, tree, and shrub care and bedweed control since 1966. Longhofer Lawn and Tree Care. Zeb, did we do our second giveaway? I'm going to do that here. For tickets, yes, to the Wichita Open. Zeb, what is, we're going to get Zeb on the mic here real quick. Zeb, what is on the line for this giveaway?
So we have another pair of 19th hole tickets, and that's good for any day. So if you don't want to come out today, you want to wait for it to rain, go away, come again on Sunday. Monday, possibly, if it gets delayed.
Sometime after.
Absolutely. So the 19th hole tickets, you get a pair of those. get access to the grounds as well as the 19th hole just prior to entering 17 over there. They have Una Vida, they have Michelob Ultra, they got all of your libations that you so choose.
HTO.
Absolutely. We have our friends over there. You can text the keyword RAIN, RAIN, to the number 20357 for your chance at a pair of 19th hole tickets. That's RAIN, RAIN, to the number 20357. Message and data rates apply. And with that, since
how much at the 19th hole white guy dancing are we going to see? Last year on Thursday.
Well, I mean, when it opens at 2:00, if you want to come out and see me, I mean, you're more than welcome.
Well, that's not. It's not.
Are you asking how much is Zeb doing, or is
just the general public?
Well,
does
DJ
everybody-
Tommy Billions is out there spinning anything and everything.
Does
so.
everybody understand what I mean when I say white guy dancing?
Yeah, I've seen you dance.
Yeah. So you haven't seen me two-step. Just put a
okay.
asterisk on that. But yes, the other kind of dancing, I look just as generic as you can. What do I do with my hands, like bouncing around awkwardly? So last year on Thursday at the 19th hole, it was in full force. And that's what, like, so today,
Arnold
with an
Palmer's
extended,
what are they called?
Ryan Palmer.
Ryan Palmer
Pairs well with Una Vida Tequila. When we get to that, closer to that 7, and people are kind of making their way through it, I have a feeling it's going to get a little rowdy.
Well, especially now that we kind of have all that pent up.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
rowdy 19
it's
and
a little,
17.
It's
that
a
is,
little like people do. Like you set your calendar to this. It's got so many corporate sponsorships. So there's so many great companies that get tickets for their employees and for clients. And like Thursday's usually awesome and fun like that. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are what you'd expect they are. So I'm with you. Rain 20357.
And since the keyword is rain, I think it's funny. We're actually giving out $250 worth of Specs gift card as well. That's going to be extended all throughout this weekend. You can text the keyword Specs, SPECS, to the number 20357 for your chance at a $250 Specs eyewear gift card. You could use that on your prescription. You could use that on sunglass prescription. You could use that on fancy designer sunglasses at any of the Specs locations here and around Wichita. I think it's funny. We love Specs. We love their partnership, but of course it has to be a rainy and gloomy weekend. We are trying to upgrade some eyewear of some folks this weekend.
Need it
you might need it tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow and Sunday, and apparently tonight too. By the time we're getting to like 6 or 7 o'clock, I think the sun comes out.
This is the developmental tour. It's full of prospects.
Good job.
Okay. Prospects. I get it.
Text the keyword Specs.
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 Team USA TJ plays again Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Where are they playing that one, by the way?
San Francisco, I think.
San Francisco's a spot?
You think so? And then if they win, they go back to Seattle.
You mean LA?
No.
San Francisco hasn't hosted any games, have they?
49ers, yeah.
They have?
Bunch.
I haven't seen that one. Okay. It is, yeah, you're right. In Santa Clara. Okay. They haven't played there yet. That'll be good. So that one is Wednesday. All right. Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Is that 7 Central Time, right? Should be. Here we go. They got to play better than they did last night. They didn't play very well. I get it. Like I don't know much about it, but I watched them last night, and it was like, okay, that's not as good as they played in the first two rounds, and then it was in the 98th minute.
Oh, we got a good one today. Norway, France.
We're going for Norway.
Hall and Mbappe.
We're going for Norway.
Norway's the underdogs. I feel like you have to.
Well, it's just France's. I mean, come on. Yeah.
I've learned quickly that the World Cup is just dominated by Frenchmen. Like Morocco is full of people from France.
Yeah.
And Algeria is full of people from France.
Yeah.
And France plays for everybody.
France, not the USA. They don't. They feel like it feels like France came over first and complained about the heat, right? And now there's a huge heat wave in Europe, and they're like, "Man, this air conditioning thing is pretty nice."
I can't imagine. I was listening to a podcast talking about the heat wave. I can't not imagine. I would book a ticket and fly home.
I have been in San Diego, where my wife's from, and nobody
I can
has
do the heat. Let me be clear. I can do the heat. I'm not doing the no AC.
It's not the heat. It's because there, if it gets to like 80, nobody has AC. and it's always really humid there. Now, you don't really notice it because it's also always like 72 degrees. But when it gets up into the 80s like that out there with no AC and that humidity, there is no way to cool off.
There's no they were bringing it up. They said there's no AC and there's no ice cubes. So how you just walk around, you're just always sweaty.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they've like a lot of people have died jumping into the river because it's so hot. So, make fun of us all you want, but I'll take my AC. I say this all the time. Like, we're such babies in this era of humanity, because if you told me I couldn't have climate control, I don't know if I'd make it. Like, both directions, heating and AC. Like, if you took that away from me, that would be really hard for me to handle. I don't think I could do it. It'd be tough. But those are the conditions that they're dealing with, our friends in Europe. I talk a lot of European trash here because of the World Cup, though. I like Europe in general terms. Like to visit. We were making Austin Powers references earlier. Fat Bastard, a character of Austin Powers, Scottish character. Really? You gotta watch that movie.
I've never seen it either.
I didn't steer you wrong with Old School.
Yeah, Old School is good.
You need to watch Austin Powers 2, which I think 2 is better than 1. One of the rare occurrences of that. Yeah. But it'll be good stuff. So we've got Team USA Wednesday to talk about. We'll follow the Royals this weekend.
Who do they have now?
What's that?
Who are the Royals up against now?
Chicago, which is actually, a big series. They've been much better than people have thought this year. We played the fun game with Major League Baseball managers. Name me 4 players for the Chicago White Sox. We've played that one before with Jalen, but I
still can't.
I can't either, and they're still kind of hanging in there. So, okay. Like, baseball's weird that way. Obviously, the Royals kind of have a star-studded lineup, and it hadn't worked out well for them this year, which, again, brings you to that age-old question. Do they still have a chance here? And the answer is they do. Yes, they do. But I don't think – I'm with Jalen on that. If you missed any of that, you can go back and listen on the Odyssey app from earlier in the show. You still sell. Yeah. You could be – I mean, what if it got even crazier and they were like tied for the 3rd wild card spot? Do you still sell? I think you do. I think you
so.
I think you have to, or the rebuild might take too long.
It's true. The window is closing by the day.
I think the window closed. I think you just kind of ride it out. The good news is Bobby Witt Jr. will compete for an MVP. We're watching that tonight. He's supposed to come back. The good news is Jack Caglione is.
Bobby made it to stage 2, as Jalen was saying, of the All-Star starter voting for the fan vote, which they do it in stages now. You have to advance to the next stage.
Okay. Well, either way, he's going to be an All-Star no matter how they figure it out.
He might start. He didn't start last year, and that was a big deal.
Who started last year?
The A's. Who's the A's?
Wilson.
Yeah, Jacob Wilson.
That's right. They had a bunch of weird voting last year for the A's that can't put any butts in the seats. But yeah, we'll have Royals baseball to follow along with. We're still now. This is the hard part you get to, and thank goodness the college basketball teams have had a little work and they've had a chance to get together, because until training camp, normally this is the spot. This is where the Royals hurt us a little bit in the content industry. Yeah. This is where this next probably 2 weeks after this one are the ones that are tough. I remember in the TV world, I still contend that the hardest TV day to fill content with is July 4th. You have the hot dog eating contest and you hope a baseball game.
Yep.
That's it. Like, there's nothing happening on July 4th.
It's true.
What was the term that I told you about? Pork pistols for Joey Chestnut?
Oh, yeah.
That'll be
this is kind of a personal question. Do you find the hot dog eating competition to be athletic? Like, do you find Joey Chestnut to be an athlete?
Yeah. Yes, because he's doing things with his body that nobody else can do.
It's true. It's the train.
Like, if you don't consider
the Glizzy Gobbler is also the champion of the chili bun eating contest here.
It was disgusting.
In Wichita.
Yeah, I observed that full strength. It was intense. It was pretty intense. But that's the thing. Like, he can do it. He didn't know what he was eating until he was in the ballpark. Like, he got to the ballpark and there he's like, so what are we eating? Wow. So it doesn't matter. So yes, he's an athlete.
Tell our grandkids about Joey Chestnut. So.
It doesn't. Oh yeah. That's where the athletic part of it comes in. Like, maybe his athletic abilities have to do with his stomach and his jaw but it's still parts of the human body that he's utilizing in a way that nobody else can do. So yes, I would absolutely say he's an athlete. No question about it.
I can't wait. There's a lot of jokes about all the foreigners being in the country for the World Cup and experiencing the 250th birthday and the fireworks and everything like that. I can't wait till they understand what the hot dog eating contest is.
They're probably, Japanese people know because Kobayashi.
Right.
So I think they're probably aware. They probably
will.
watch that and they're like, what are they doing? I saw a video yesterday. The Big Texan is Amarillo. It's where I'm from. 72-ounce steak. You probably seen the billboards as a drive-through. I think it was a Norwegian. It was either a Norwegian or a Dutch guy sat down for the steak and they brought it out to him and he's just like shaking his head. Like it's bigger. The steak itself is bigger than this audio mixer. It's huge. And then you have to eat the potato and you have to eat like shrimp cocktail and all this other stuff. And I'm like, good luck, dude. You're not going to, Joey Chestnut could eat that steak and no problem. He could probably, he could probably eat 2 of them. Go ahead, Max.
The Europeans have a guy, the Beard. He has videos on YouTube. He goes around everywhere around the world and takes on their food challenge. You got to see him, the Beard. And he is thin and ripped. And
I believe it. Listen, nobody believes me, but I've won eating contest.
No,
I swear I have a Chick-fil-A chicken nugget eating contest trophy at my house.
What's the question we always ask? I always ask people at work around the 4th of July as well, as I say, could you rather or would you rather in one sitting eat 12 like Krispy Kreme donuts or 12 hot dogs?
12 hot dogs.
I think 12 hot dogs is easier
the hardest,
than donuts.
I will tell you, because we used to do a summer tour and we did like the sports guys always. So I have done eating contest with a billion different foods. The hardest one I've ever done is pancakes.
Sweet.
I want to see video.
Pancakes is by far the hardest. I don't like doing ice cream, but it's not that hard. Pancakes was 100% that we done, pizza and hamburgers and hot dogs and chicken nuggets and ice cream and God, I don't even know what all.
What you're saying
pancakes
is
were the
there's
worst.
going to be a KFH eating contest.
Well, I was also
here pretty soon.
This was also
999. Yeah,
like 15, 20 years ago. But
how many pancakes? How many pancakes?
They bring it, Max, in like a skillet.
Yeah, but how many did you eat?
It was like a pie. It was like one big pancake. I don't think I finished it.
I
think Matt Hamilton, who's now the general manager of the Windsurge, he got close to finishing his. He puked, I believe.
In the sports eating world, that's called a reversal.
He reversed.
That is grounds for
But
disqualification.
have I not told you this story? So we're sitting there and I'm like, I can't get any more down. And we had won these eating. We'd done really well, and he got through it. And I think he went around back and puked. And the guy, so there's this guy sitting across the table from us. I believe, if I remember this correctly, he for sure had overalls. I don't think he had an undershirt on. Big old dude.
Oh, he's
in
smashing
like
that pancake.
the sticks. So you're in the sticks. We're in the middle of a field. Big dude, overalls. No. So not only does he finish his pancake, while he finishes his pancake, makes eye contact with us, never loses eye contact. They had dipping syrup. He takes that dipping syrup just straight on, never loses, and just shoots the syrup after the pancake. And it was one of the biggest baller moves I've ever seen. You got a picture dude in his overalls shooting that like a shot of whiskey after he just crushed us on the pancake. Like just dead stare. Oh man.
We've reached the fever dream part of Sports Daily. The 4th hour is coming to an
8
end.
hours live, baby. That's what we got.
We're talking about pancakes.
We're taking tours of the facility. We appreciate everybody being here with us for real. Thank you, Zeb and Tony, for getting this all set up. Thanks, Max, for driving the ship. Thanks to all these great guests that have been out here. We're all in it together, everybody. Come out ready to party at 2 o'clock, and then it'll be business as usual. We'll get some great golf in. I appreciate it all. For TJ, I'm Jacob. We'll see you normal on Monday.
Kansas Fan Headquarters, 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Lightning, hail, tornadoes, flooding. It's the worst of severe weather, and it's coming.